Hey everyone, I'm Hal.
I'm Mal.
We are Hal Mal Productions.
Productions.
Congrats on being first DJ. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing well. We're going to continue to work on VTuber model.
This thing.
Looks very cool so far. Okay, good to hear, good to hear.
Right, there's a couple things I need to do. Let me make sure. Where's my thing? I need to make sure this is not here.
What's not where?
The ruler.
Ah, because...
Otherwise it'll mess everything up and do it on this side. There's a couple things. Okay. Let's see.
I was watching more Andor last night. It's pretty good. I've still not watched that far. Seems like it's broken into like acts, which by the way, I think is the like superior way of like shows being like ordered. When shows are like in acts, like there's an act 1, an act 2, and act 3 for like all of a season, you know? I just watched the last 3 episodes the other night. Is it good? Without spoiling, is it good? I guess. I'm guessing it probably is good. I've heard like really good things about the whole show from like many different people. Yeah, it was. I need to catch up. I'm watching it very slowly because I'm watching it with my dad. Because he watched it first and he's like, I need to watch you watch it. Which, like, is a very common thing I, like, get into, right? People will recommend me shows, but they'll be like, no, you need to watch it with me because I need to see your reaction in particular. So it's less them watching the show again and more them watching me watch it. Which, like, I get it. There's like a certain joy in watching someone watch the thing that you enjoyed a lot, you know? Right?
Mm-hmm.
The last 3 are lighter on action though, but the story wraps up in a satisfying way, and it leads directly into Rogue One. Nice. So then it's like, oh, I want more content. Watch Rogue One. Like... Very interesting. Hello, Wendy, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Pretty much. Very convenient. Oh. I don't know. I like watching people watch things. I understand the, like, enjoyment in that. Right? You're tired? Yeah. Honestly, I'm not tired today. I don't know what it is. I have, like, a lot of, like, energy. Though it might not sound like it, because my stomach hurts and I'm being very brave about it. If I have any low energy, it's because of tummy troubles, and not because of, like, I've been sleeping much better than I usually do. It's really surprising, and I don't know what happened to cause it. How have you been sleeping?
Have I been sleeping?
Have you been sleeping better or, like, worse than normal? Or just, like, neutral?
I feel like I've been sleeping pretty neutrally.
Okay. I had trouble getting to sleep last night. Oh no. I need to pass on my, like, sleep goodness because I don't even know what I'm doing right. You know? Like, that's, like, the thing. Like, when a lot of, like... Because I'm, like, notoriously have, like, terrible sleep problems. But recently, it's just been, like, normal? But nothing has changed. It's just been decided to start, like, you know, sleeping normally. I don't know. I woke up too early and couldn't fall back asleep. That's the worst. I've been sleeping less and worse. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I can recommend for, like, better sleep. Because, again, I don't know what I'm doing suddenly right now that, like, I'm able to get proper sleep. I should have taken melatonin, but I've been trying not to take it too often. That's fair. Melatonin scares me. I don't know. I've had, like, bad issues with it in the past. I've had times where it's worked. But, like, you know, it's kind of... Going to sleep with, like, something, like, helping you sleep. Like, okay. If you've ever been, like, put under for, like, surgery or anything like that, you know? It's... weird. It's like a different kind of sleep, you know? You don't get, like, normal sleep. It's just very, like... It feels drug-induced. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And melatonin has always given me that kind of sleep. It doesn't feel like normal sleep. It feels like I was put under, you know? Well, granted, it helps me, fix my schedule, but it's still exhausting. I feel you. It does not take, too big of a dose, it helps not to take too big of a dosage at once. Yeah, but if I don't take a big enough dosage, it doesn't work. So either, like, doesn't work, or it's like, whoa, what year is it? Like, you know what I mean? It's weird. It feels trippy. But it is probably best to try and, like, not take it too often, because otherwise then it really doesn't work, and then you're, like, having to take huge dosages to, like, sleep properly, and it's a mess. But it sucks when you still can't sleep. I have them in 5 milligrams, but what I do is cut them in half and take half during weekdays, say the full dosage for weekends. That's smart. I never even considered that. For some reason. That never came into my brain as, like, something you could do. You know? But I am glad that I have been getting proper sleep, miraculously. Though I wish I knew what I was doing in case my sleep gets bad again. Maybe I'm not doing anything. Maybe it is just random. Right?
I don't know. Could be.
Speaking of sleep, there was this, like, wild thing I saw that was, like, if you dream about, like, kissing someone in your sleep, then, like, you're cheating on your partner if you're dating someone. Or something, like, along those lines. Which, first of all, I didn't even realize those are, like, dreams that people have. But second of all, what? That sounded crazy to me. Because you can't control your dreams. There's so many wild things that happen in my dreams. You know?
Mhm.
I didn't realize that was, like, a thing. I don't know if it is a thing. Maybe it was just an entire hypothetical.
Don't know. Dreams are weird because it's like you could dream about kissing someone without wanting to kiss them in real life.
Yeah.
I feel like that happens all the time.
It
to
does?
people.
I've never had a dream like that.
I don't know. Dreams are weird and abstract and they don't make any sense.
Hello, sorry it's been so long. Hello, Seahorse Fan, I hope you're doing well. That doesn't necessarily mean you have a desire to cheat. No, it definitely doesn't. Dreams are just strange and weird. Dreams are basically a randomizer of thoughts and experiences. Yeah, like, if you, like... What's really interesting is, like, you ever have, like, a dream that's, like, in culmination of everything you did that day? You know? But in, like, the most abstract, weird way? I feel like that's typically what dreams are supposed to be. But I don't get those that often, but when I do get them, it's like, oh, man, it's great when I can, like, sit back and reanalyze my dream and be like, yeah, that existed in my dream because this happened, you know? Like, oh, I had a dream that I was in a frozen tundra because I went ice skating. Like, you know what I mean? Or I was cold when I was sleeping because I kicked my blanket off. Something like that, right? Like, I'll bring up a random thing during the day, and then it'll work its way into my dreams that night. Yeah! And, like, that makes sense, because, like, of how, like, I guess dreams are supposed to be, like, organizing your brain, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, it makes sense to be a culmination of everything that happened that day in a very abstract way, right? Dreams are your body's way of processing the events of the day. Exactly! So, like, that makes sense. But then that doesn't explain why I have really weird dreams. You know? Something I have a lot of dreams of. I have a lot of teeth dreams. You know? Like the dreams of, like, oh, your teeth are falling out. Like, one of those. I have a lot of dreams like that. But they're not, like, falling out. They're, like... I think I've explained this before. Like, my teeth like twisting inside of my brain. You know? Like corkscrews. They're all spinning simultaneously like in my mouth. Just around. Like an owl head, I guess. Well, owl heads don't like, they go back and forth. They can't like keep continuously spinning. And it's like everything else in the dream is normal. You're just like going through a normal day. It just so happens that your teeth are spinning inside of your mouth, which is just weird. You're like, you have a lot of like the like, oh no, I forgot to wear my clothes to go to school days.
I do have like dreams where I like am accidentally naked.
I've never had a dream like that. But like that's one of the classic like, oh no, nightmares, you know?
Yeah,
like
it is.
Teeth dreams are my like normal nightmares.
I have teeth dreams all the time too.
You do?
Yeah.
Just like your teeth falling out or just like...
Yeah, I have like it's always like my back molars.
Your back molars, really?
Yeah, like the kind of teeth that like you probably wouldn't miss if you lost them, but it's like for some reason I always have dreams where I like lose those teeth.
There's only one... Okay, sometimes I have a dream where only one tooth is like bad, and it's always my left canine. And I don't know why. If I had to guess as to why, when I was little, I loved ripping my teeth out. Loved it. It was very satisfying, you know, because it's like relief. Like, you know, there's nothing, I remember, there was nothing more annoying than having a loose tooth in your mouth and trying to do literally anything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Loose teeth, bane of my existence when I was like 5, you know? I was never scared of like yanking those like puppies out, you know? Hated them. Hello, Kuichi. My teeth dreams are me spitting out my teeth like they're just falling out easily. Hello, hope you're doing well. I don't know why we're talking about teeth dreams, but I don't know, they're kind of fascinating, aren't they?
They are. They are certainly interesting.
I don't think I've ever had a teeth dream before. Really? See, interesting. So do you have like one of the classic nightmare dreams? Like, do you have dreams where like, oh no, I forgot my pants and I went to school without any pants on? Like, you have, Mal? Or like, what are other classic nightmare dreams?
Oh gosh.
Falling?
Oh yeah, the falling dreams.
The falling dreams.
I feel like everyone's had a falling dream at least once. Come on.
Yeah, like those dreams where you're just like sitting there and then like you jolt awake because you like there's a lot of dreams I have where I'm just like walking and I trip and then I jolt awake.
Yes, that happens to me all the time.
Oh my god, it's annoying.
Do maybe like this.
My nightmare dreams are me forgetting all my art merch at home when I have an out-of-state convention. Oh no! I don't know about you, but if my name was Hal or Mal, and I was currently streaming, but I would have a cookie right now. I don't have any cookies right now. I could probably go get a cookie, but I don't know. I don't really want to eat a cookie right now. My stomach hurts. I'm being very brave about it, but my stomach hurts. We have these really yummy, like, pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. They're really good. I like them. You like them. I don't see you.
I do like them.
Okay. How are you doing, Benedict? Nutella made cookies with hearts on them and they're yummy. Ooh, those sound delicious. I love anything chocolate. So, like Nutella, chocolate chip, anything. Perfect. You know? Wait, you get the falling dreams while you're still awake? I've had, there was like a period of time, this is probably part of why I don't drive, where I would have like nightmares of me violently crashing my car while I was awake. It was like the worst. Good chillin', just got home not too long ago. Nice, nice. We're kind of just talking about nightmares.
What are the weird nightmares that I have? I have a lot of weird, like, I have a lot of like romance-related nightmares, which is kind of weird. Where like, you know, I'm like basically asked to be in a relationship with someone and I'm too awkward to say no because
Really?
I don't know. It happens to me a lot and it happened in real life once. So
Maybe that's why.
So it's like it's traumatic.
Or like maybe it's like, oh, you ever like have like the thing is like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing, like I'll never forget it, like that sort of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have dreams like that, like where you're like,
where I do the embarrassing thing again?
Yeah. What would be your thing? Drawing on a desk in school? Do you have dreams about that situation?
Do I? I don't remember if I do.
Like I'll be trying to fall asleep, but then suddenly for a split second my body feels like it's falling and I jolt. Yeah. That's the worst. I don't think I've ever had any dreams about like that are like relationship oriented. I have a lot of dreams about family. You know? Does anyone here get sleep paralysis? I've gotten sleep paralysis a couple of times. It's not fun. There was one dream. This was like the weirdest dream. Well, okay, this wasn't the weirdest dream, but it was a really weird dream because I've never had a dream like it before or since. Where like I was awake and I was like asleep at the same time and I couldn't move my body. It was like sleep paralysis. And I was just lying in bed and then all of a sudden it felt like I was like levitating, but like my heels were still stuck to the bed. So all that was happening was basically I was like moving on a pivot, right? Like my legs are stuck, but my like head and like body comes up like I'm rising from the dead. And then I kept going and I was like going straight down like I was gonna hit the floor beneath my bed. I was gonna like hit my like chin like on this metal bar that's like at the end of my bed, but instead I just phased through it. And then I phased through the bottom floor and then back into my body. It was weird.
And then when you woke up, you were like, oh my god, Mal, I just astral projected.
Yeah, because I thought I did. My most common nightmare is me being back in college and missing/failing classes and or watching all my friends graduate without me. Oh no. My nightmares are kind of chill and strange. Me in a school, being in a school, running from falling stalagmites or spiders. The leader of the spiders lets me rub spiders on my face to wake up. Really? Or in a facility with Pythor from Ninjago.
Oh my god.
Wait, is that the purple snake?
Yes, the purple snake.
I liked Pythor a lot. He's cool.
Oh, he had the best voice.
His voice acting was crazy. A few nights ago, I dreamt I had a loose baby tooth, etc. That's what we call an out-of-body experience. That's what it felt like. But yeah, I couldn't move. But like, I felt like I was awake, but I was also like dreaming, because obviously that didn't happen. I didn't phase through the floor or anything. So I just think I astral projected or something. That's the best explanation I can come up with. But I've never had a situation like that again. Something else I've never really had before, lucid dreaming. Mm-hmm. Right? Like people that can control their dreams because they know they're like asleep. Have you ever had a lucid dreaming experience?
I can't say I have.
I have a recurring nightmare where I'm in a froggy park and there's something in the fog stalking me, and it always ends up with me being attacked, and then I wake up. Ugh. Lucid Dreamer is built differently.
I did everything wrong. I should have done all of these things on separate layers.
Oh, you didn't?
My brain just like decided not to. I don't know.
Froggy Park. Oh, Foggy Park. I can't read. Okay. I did think it was weird that it said Froggy Park and then like something in the fog, and I was like, I guess Froggy Park is just a foggy place. Oh my goodness. One of these days I'll learn to read. It'll be great. I got excited. Sometimes I can't go near windows in my dreams, or a face would appear and scare me. Also have to avoid moving circular shadows on the floor, or I'll blur/buzz out of the dream. Huh. To be fair, Froggy Park sounds like a good name for a kid thing scary horror game. It does. Isn't there like... Oh wait, what's that one horror game? It's lost. It's lost on me. But it's not a real game. It's like a fake, you know the game. The fake horror game that's scary and it's just through like YouTube videos.
Petscop?
Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking of that with Froggy Park, because the main character is like this green blob. I don't know.
Green frog thingy.
Yeah. Do you ever just say frick it and merge all the layers because you're tired of having layers? Do you?
I can't do that for a VTuber model. I do normally though. That I do understand the feeling, but I can't do it here.
I think it's more common to do it during like using like Procreate or something like that. Right?
Yeah.
Because like you run out of layers and it's like, oh, I'll just merge everything then. Fine. I merge layers all the time. It's a problem. Because then it just makes life harder for me.
Okay.
But yes. Oh, do you have any art-related dreams?
I usually, okay, this is just super embarrassing, but like I usually have dreams where I just like I draw the things that I like am wanting to draw, like that I'm like putting off.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, do you wake up and then you're like, oh, dang, now I gotta draw it now?
Yes.
Ah!
It's the worst.
Funnily enough, I actually had a dream about frogs last night. Really? Have I ever had like a frog dream? I think I have. Sometimes I dream of Legos that don't exist that I want, and I try to take them out of the dreams. Ah, I love frogs. I hope they were nice frogs. Yeah, tell us about your frog dream, DJ. I had a frog dream once. I think I know how it started. I was like visiting grandparents, and they have like these really like loud like croaky frogs like at night. And I was with my uncle. My uncle was like, oh yeah, let's like, you know, let's look for frogs, right? So we looked for frogs, we found them, we took like photos of them, videos of them because they're cool, right? We come back inside, my grandma starts screaming at me because she's just like, oh my god, don't bring in the frog, don't bring in the frog. I did not have a frog on me. I don't know why she thought I was bringing a frog inside, but that was what she was thought. And then I had like a nightmare that night that there was just a bunch of frogs like barging the door down, you know? And they were just hopping all over the place.
One time I dreamt I was a real person. It was so scary being 3D.
Imagine being real, that'd be scary. Did Cardboard Hal speak?
Yep.
Okay, good. I can't hear Cardboard Hal. I was in this swampy place near my old house, and there was a bunch of frogs and toads hopping around. Then all of a sudden, I got covered in these little green spiders and freaked myself awake. Oh my god. Universally, I think spiders are pretty, like... Well, okay, actually, no. This is... Why is spiders a very common fear, you know? Like, I asked myself, like, I don't know when I got, like, scared of spiders, right? Because I would think fears would be, like, taught, right?
Yeah.
Where did fears come from? I figured that they were just, like, taught, like, oh, I'm just scared of things because my dad was scared of them or something like that. Or I had, like, a bad experience, right? I don't think I've ever had a bad experience with spiders, though. I had a nightmare about spiders. That is my main...
But you were already, like
I
afraid
had,
of them at that
exactly,
point.
I had to be, because why would I have a nightmare about spiders otherwise? You know? Is there anything I'm scared of that... Is there anything you're scared of? That, like, you think was, like, taught to you?
Oh.
I don't know why. I never really think about where my, like, fears come from. You know?
They're just your fears. They're irrational.
Yeah. Getting covered in spiders is another nightmare I get a lot, too. They're the worst because I wake up from them convulsing and sweeping my leg around the bed, making sure no one crawled in. Ugh. I do not want to dream where I'm covered in spiders. I'm surprised that I haven't had a dream like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be not fun. Congrats on being not first in Dante. You'll get it next time. Maybe. Yeah, Hello, Hal and Mao. How are you? I'm doing pretty good.
I am also doing pretty good.
Just chilling, talking about nightmares.
I'm just happy to be getting some of my work done.
What's you did say that you have dreams about like doing art. Is it art that you want to do or art that you're like currently like in the process of doing?
It's usually art that I'm like in the process of doing, so it's like I dream about all of the things that I'm like
you want like you oh
I'm just dream about working. It's really boring.
I've I've had dreams like that. Dreams where you go like a whole day and you like go to school and stuff like that, and then you like, you know, you go home and then you go to bed and then you wake up and you realize that was all a dream. And you had like
to be honest, it's not even that specific. It's just me. It's just like I think I'm just like visualizing how I want to draw certain things that I haven't drawn yet.
Do you think it helps
manifests in the form of a dream?
Do you think it helps you with drawing in the next day?
Maybe, but it's also sometimes really annoying because it's like I put all that work in with doing it in my dream. I don't want to do it in real life now. Oops. That would be interesting.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. That's such a mood. I'm trying to think. Like, wasn't there like, I bet this is like a science thingy going on. Like, you know, people trying to like make it so that like you can like not print your dreams, but like, I wish sometimes my dreams could be like a movie screen that people could watch, you know? So they could understand how my brain works, I guess. Right? Isn't that like a science thingy being done? I feel like I've heard of that.
I feel like I don't think it would be possible to project the images that people see in their heads when they dream.
Why not?
Because it's too abstract.
It is last I checked. Yeah, but imagine how cool that would be, right?
It would be cool, but like that's not. I don't think that's scientifically possible.
But if you have like art-related dreams, what if you could just like take it from your dream and put it like, you know, like bam, you did the work in your dream and now it exists. That would be convenient. That's how I feel when I think really hard and envision part of an art piece during a daydream or something, and then I go, ugh, I don't want to physically draw that. I already drew it mentally. Yeah. I don't know, if I have like an art piece like stuck in my brain, I usually just like don't want to do it. Like, you know? I think most of the art that I do is like kind of spontaneous, I guess. Like I can't think about it too hard. Otherwise then yeah, I just get frustrated because it's like, no, it's not how I envisioned it in my brain. Right?
Yeah.
By the way, is this a photo we're drawing here? A proto. Oh, I think, this,
I don't know.
this is a, giveaway VTuber model from, like, a charity stream we did a while back. So this is not our original character. It's, Third Dino K's. And I think it is, but I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not gonna even bother trying to make that connection.
Gotcha. Yeah. Looks like a protogen. What with the light display face. Yeah, that's what I think.
I mean, I thought it was like holes in the mask more than a light display.
I don't know. But someone mentioned that yesterday, and I was like, I actually never heard of what a protogen was before that, so I looked it up after, and I was like, oh, it does kind of look like that. So it might be. But I'm not entirely sure. Have you ever had a dream that, like, you liked a lot, though? That you didn't want to leave?
I do. I think I've told you this before, but there was, like, a dream I had when I was, like, 7 years old or something.
Oh, it's stuck
where,
with you,
like,
then.
we all... like me, you, and our neighbor, and like a couple other friends, like we shrunk down really little, and we started like, you know, just like playing with nature being all big and stuff, and we were riding on the back of like a giant butterfly, but we were actually just really small.
Aww.
And it was really fun, and I was like, I just want this to be real life, and because I think deep down I knew it was a dream.
Aww.
Right? And then, okay, so I had this dream when I passed out in my parents' bed. And I got woken up, like, in the dream. My dad was, like, standing at the front door, like, with it open, like, trying to call us back inside. And he was, like, calling my name. And then when I woke up, you know, he was just, like, you know, gently saying my name, like, hey, wake up. And it was, like, it was such a cliche thing. Like, oh, yeah, you know, the cliche of, like, oh, they're saying your name, and then they're saying your name in like a really dramatic way, and then when you wake up, they're just gently saying it.
I don't remember you telling me about that dream.
I said it somewhat recently on stream. Maybe you weren't there.
Maybe.
But I feel like when the subject of dreams comes up, you're usually the person who brings it up.
Yeah,
so.
okay, because I have weird dreams.
Yeah.
Photos are really cute designs in general. See why they're popular. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I didn't know that they existed until like yesterday when someone else brought it up. And I agree. Very cute. I'm surprised I've never, like... Maybe I probably have seen them before. I just didn't know what they were called. It's funny. I've never had a dream leading to reality like that. They always just immediately end for me.
See, that's usually how it is with me, but it's like, for some reason, that day... Because it was, like, in the middle of the day, too. Like...
I think I did have a dream, like, led into reality once like that. Where, like, I had, like, music for my, like, alarm or something like that. And then, like, you know, in my dream, this music started playing out of nowhere. And I was like, hello? Where's that music coming from? And I, like, you know, looking around, and I look at someone, like, that was in my dream, and they're like, it's time to wake up. And then they shoved me, and then I woke up.
Oh, wait, but do you remember that one time you were talking about, like, how you had a dream where, like, you were, like, just chilling in your room, and then Finn and Jake
Yes,
came through
okay,
the
so no,
portal?
I was gonna talk about this dream, actually. Because that was definitely a dream that, like, I didn't want to wake up from. That was my version of a dream that it was like, oh man, that was such a fun dream, it sucks that it ended. I had, like, an Adventure Time themed dream where, just Finn and Jake came into my room, opened up a portal, and were like, we're gonna have an adventure! And it was just so fun. I was, like, exploring all of Ooh, and it was just a blast. And then eventually they were like, hey, man, I don't know how to tell you this, but...
It's time to wake up.
It's time to wake up. And I was like, no. And they were like, yeah, it sucks, but hey, we'll always see you again at some point.
They never saw you again.
No, I never had a dream like that again. They lied to me.
Suffering with the shape of it. Maybe I do something else.
If I could, like, make a dream. Or, like, direct a dream, I guess. What would be the dream that you direct? That kind of goes for everyone. I hate when my dream cartoon characters lie to me. Like, how dare they? There was one other time that had a dream that was, like, about cartoon characters. It was actually about Lego Ninjago. It was before the Green Ninja, like, identity was revealed. That was forever ago.
Oh my god.
And I had a dream that, like, Zane was the Green Ninja. And I was like...
You were like, oh my god, it was revealed to me in a dream.
Yeah, and I was, like, convinced it had to be Zane.
Do you remember, like, I think in the episode right after you had that dream, it was the episode where, like...
Kai had a dream about it.
No, it was Zane had a dream about who the Green Ninja was.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh man, he's got, like...
He had, like,
you know,
fire
aspects of
and,
everyone.
like,
I don't know who it was.
And I was like, oh my god.
You thought it was a sign that you were right, that Zane was the Green Ninja.
No, it was not Zane. And there was no way I would have been able to actually properly guess who it was.
Yeah. Because I think at the time, like, Lloyd wasn't even, like,
He was a
part of
child.
the main cast.
Yeah.
Like, he was still, like, being evil on the side, right? I think. Maybe.
I think he was good. He was just a kid.
Yeah. I don't remember. I feel like when that episode aired, they didn't adopt Lloyd yet.
I don't know. I'm still so shocked. Like, the episode where, like, oh, the ninjas, like, become, like, kids. You know, what seems like a, oh, haha, funny, completely changes the story from that point forward. Because it forcefully ages Lloyd up for the rest of the show.
It was so sad.
It was
like,
so
genuinely,
sudden.
Like, the thing is, they like, knew what they were doing, too. Like, they were like, oh my god, dude, this is gonna take your whole childhood away from you. Are you sure you want to do this? And he was like, I have to. And that's just so sad, man. That made me actually emotional. And I was, like, a 7-year-old kid at the time, so I was like, oh my god.
I mean, imagine you go from, like, how old was he? What, like, he was in middle school, right? So, like, 12? Going from 12 to, like, in your 20s, like, that.
To be fair, I think he went from, like, 12 to 16.
Oh, so he wasn't an adult?
No.
So he still was a child.
He basically got to skip puberty, honestly.
That's kind of epic. Ocarina of Time gave me that feeling. I still need... I need to play Zelda games. There's so many games that I, like, haven't... Like, I need to create a list of games, like, the Pokemon franchise, a lot of the Sonic games. It's like, I missed out on those, and, like, I need to, like, get in on that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Your backlog. Yeah. I do have, like, a backlog of games. Also, I realized when I saw that episode that the ninjas were grown men, not kids.
I feel like they've retconned that a couple of times, because there's this one time in, like, season 11 or something
Where they were like, we're teenagers!
Like, Jay, we're still teenagers. And I was like, are you sure?
Yeah, what? You're not living with your parents? You're like...
Yeah, I got the... Okay, so, like, in this season, I think we're pretty much confirmed that they're supposed to be, like, maybe college age, because...
Yeah,
like,
I thought they were in their 20s.
Cole was supposed to go to this, like, school of performing arts.
Yeah.
Because
his dad
wanted
wasn't.
him to be a dancer or something.
I love that episode, by the way.
Dude, that episode is just a queer allegory.
I'm not
just so
a
everyone
dancer,
knows.
Dad. I'm a ninja. I don't know why.
It was a whole coming out story. Okay?
I loved it so much.
It was iconic.
Oh my god, I love stories like that, though. It's just usually flipped, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's usually like, High School Musical, like, Dad, I want to do basketball, but I also want to do musical theater, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I always thought they were college-aged.
Yeah. And, like, I imagined, you know, they probably aged into, like, at least their early 20s. Like, maybe 25. But nah, apparently they're supposed to be even younger. I feel like they aged in reverse.
When they got, like, that redesign, they did look a lot younger. They looked baby-faced. I don't know how you do that with Legos. Like... But you know what I mean?
Yeah. It happens sometimes.
I remember the episode where Jay's parents got snakified.
Oh,
yeah. Well, okay, that one does feel kind of like teenagerish, because wasn't that like Jay's first kiss ever?
Yeah, I guess so, but I feel like it was just because, you know, Jay grew up in a dumpster.
That's true. I feel like it's
really...
pretty hard to get ladies if you're living in a dumpster. I get it.
And then, like, for most of them, it's like, oh yeah, they were probably training to be ninjas, like, from the time where they were, like, teenagers, so it kind of does make sense that they wouldn't have been romantic.
They were too busy.
They were too
fighting
busy
snakes.
training and learning the art of the sword.
Yeah.
I don't know how we started talking about Ninjago.
just always on the brain, you know? That was like my favorite. I like don't think I actually ever finished watching Ninjago. Is it still going on?
Yes.
No way. Yes.
Well, they had another reboot. Now there's like a whole thing with like, I haven't watched the new reboot. I don't remember what it's called. It's like, is it called like Age of the Dragons or something? I
Is
don't
it
know.
still the same cast or is it different ninjas?
It's kind of the same cast. Okay, it's a whole thing. Okay, because
Do tell.
it's basically like the rapture happened and
What?
like all of the ninja disappeared and like only a few of them have been found.
Wait, like by ninja you mean like Kai and Zane? And...
Yeah, I think the main cast right now is Kai, Nia,
Okay.
Lloyd.
Wait,
Lloyd,
Nia spelled with a Y? I thought it was Nia, like Kai, but with like
No.
a different letter.
and I think Cole is also there. I think Jay and Zane are still missing.
No, those are my two favorites.
I don't know though. I don't know for sure. I haven't watched it. I might watch it eventually.
How do you know this?
Cause I got videos about the current Ninjago lore on my like TikTok For You page.
As is typical. I sometimes get like edits.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think Ninjago will always be, you know, a part of me. I can never escape
The Lego bricks inside of your soul. I'm surprised there was. Well, maybe there was. Was there ever like a Lego Ninjago game?
Oh yeah, probably.
Because I don't remember there being one. At least I never played it if there was one.
I think there probably were, because, you know, Cartoon Network, I think it used to air on Cartoon Network, and Cartoon Network had, like, games of all of their different shows on their website.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. I'm talking about like on the Xbox, like, you know, like.
Oh, yeah!
There's,
like,
like-
Lego Indiana Jones and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's a good point. I actually don't know.
I feel like there would have had to have been, because it's insane that there wouldn't be. But I don't remember ever playing one.
Ninjago lives forever in our
I feel like
hearts.
I would have been all over that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, kind of weird.
I feel like I must have missed out because I just can't imagine a world where like they don't have a game.
I don't know. If anyone played Lego Ninjago.
I wish they'd remake a new Lego Indiana Jones game, like the recent Lego Star Wars one, and combine all 5 movies into a game. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that also doesn't exist. Is there like... Man, I have not been playing... I haven't kept up with the Lego games, to be honest, but like, is there a Lego Batman game? I feel like there would have to be.
There's gotta be.
I feel like there definitely is.
I think there was like a Lego movie game, and then like they never made any Lego games after that.
What? Really? There's 3 of them. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Because, like, the Lego Batman... I loved the Lego Batman movie. That was a good game. And good movie. Blah. Yeah, there are multiple Lego Batman games, I think. 4 if you count Lego DC Supervillains. Actually, I think I did know that. But I think that's a game I got, like, my cousin for, like, their birthday. There is a Lego Batman for the Wii. For the Wii? Really? The only Lego Batman games I remember playing was Lego Star Wars and Lego Indiana Jones. But like, we never really got far. I think there actually was another Lego game that we played that was like Lego World or something. Do you remember this?
No. I remember playing Lego Harry Potter.
It
was
was the Lego Harry Potter? I do
Yeah.
not remember this.
I remember I got it for my birthday one year, and I played a little bit of it. And I think we played it together. We were solving puzzles together.
I don't remember this. Surprised I don't remember it, actually. Was it like middle school?
Yeah, around that time.
That makes a little bit more sense.
Before J.K. Rowling started going insane.
Well, I think she was always crazy.
Yeah, I know, but she used to be less public about it.
I'm playing through Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga right now. I'm always thrown off because the characters talk in the newer Lego games, They used to all be mute. They do talk in the newer Lego games?
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, they used to all be. I only remember ones where they were mute. I don't remember any games where they talked.
I liked when they would just, like, you could
They would just go
understand
like,
what they were trying to say.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's exactly what they sound like. That was a perfect impression. I wonder what made them decide to change. Yeah, they all talk now, which weirds me out. There's an option to make them mumble like in the older games? Really? That's even better. I like that. I like if there's an option, because, like, I think it's great to give, like, voice actors, you know, opportunities and stuff like that, and... But I do like
there's a certain charm to it, you know?
There is a certain charm to, like, mumble talking.
I don't know, I feel like I'm going crazy.
It was Lego Lord of the Rings that made that change, I think. Really? Man, I'm behind on the Lego games. You know, Mal's never watched Lord of the Rings.
I have not. I don't have any interest in doing that.
I watched Lord of the Rings. It's pretty good. I think you'd like it if you watched it. I'm not as crazy about Lord of the Rings as some people are. To be honest, I don't get nearly as, like, crazy about movies as I do shows. Probably because there's, like, just by nature not as much content. The only movie that I think I'm, like, absolutely crazy about is the Spider-Verse movies. Those are so good. Loves D&D, but has never seen Lord of the Rings. SMH my head. I've seen Lord of the Rings. And I told Mal the plot of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I basically know Lord of the Rings. I don't need to see it. I've already been spoiled of everything.
My bad, guys. Spider-Verse is really cool, yeah. I love the Spider-Verse movies. I can't wait for the new one. I can wait, actually. I will wait. That was just an expressionism. Saying I can't wait. I can and will wait. Believe me.
Believe you me.
I love, like... I feel like Spider-Verse is like a movie that just shouldn't work. You know? Both of them. Like, plot-wise and, like, everything. Like, it doesn't follow any normal movie conventions. With, like, the amount of characters and stuff like that. It just... You know? In the new Spider-Man game, you can unlock Spider-Verse outfits for both Peter and Miles. Nice. And they're animated like the movie. Ooh! Gonna say something. What was I gonna say? On my brain.
I think I'm gonna need to separate each individual little cup in the shading so that you can move it however you want.
You think?
Yeah, in this one specifically up here.
Maybe, but that's like basically the head shadow, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
I don't think it's gonna move that much, is it? Like, they animate at the same frame rate at the movie. Oh, like, oh, that's cool.
It would be nice to have options, wouldn't it?
They, cut half the animation frames when you wear those suits to emulate the, 1-2 animation of the movies. I love that. Someday, I'll learn 3D animation. Not anytime soon, unfortunately, but someday. I'm more interested in 2D animation. As of right now. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I've always loved the Spider-Man movies. All of them. You know? There's some sort of, like, special charm, I feel like, that Spider-Man, like, as an idea, as a construct has, compared to, like, other superheroes. And I'm not entirely sure what it is, you know? Any ideas?
I don't know.
Did you ever like Spider-Man?
I was was okay about them.
I don't think you ever did as much as I did. God, wait, did I add Terraria music to this playlist?
I think so.
Because I'm listening to the same playlist, different songs, but the same playlist, and I got Terraria music just now, and I'm like, when did I add that?
There's a lot of things that were added that I don't remember you adding, or I don't remember adding myself. I assumed you added them.
I probably did. I was probably in a state of being like, I need to add all this. In Spidey, people love a relatable underdog. In Spidey, if nothing, is an everyman.
Is nothing if not an everyman.
There we go. Thank you. I think it's also like just like the friendly neighborhood part. Yeah, like you can have superheroes that like fight to save like the whole world, but who's gonna save just like that dog, that person over there? Like there's a lot of charm in that I think like a lot of like more recent superheroes like don't really get. That reminds me, this is like kind of off topic, but still on the topic of superheroes. I need to watch Hero X. That show looks really cool. Looking out for the little guy, exactly.
I don't know. Would you prefer that I separated each little tuft of shadow here?
I don't think I would.
Okay, would you prefer if I didn't then?
I think it's fine as one layer.
Okay.
If it's just being used as like, well, it's not being used as face shadow. What is that?
It's just like shadow from the neck, or yeah.
I feel like it should just be round then, shouldn't it?
You think so?
Yeah. Because it's coming from the mask.
I guess
Like the
so.
snout.
But it's kind of also contorting with the shape of the fur is what is like the idea I had, but
I don't really think that's how shadows work.
I mean,
They don't like fall into the crevices of everything. You're still going to
they
get.
go like boop boop,
Well, yeah, but like, not to that extent. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't
can change it.
super know how shadows work. Well, you don't have to completely get rid of it. You could just try something else.
Change it.
Yeah, I know, but like, if I change my mind, it's good to still have it as an option. You're always so quick to just erase and delete everything. It's a little admirable, and it's very crazy. Oh, I had a remembering moment. If you type !forum, there's a form that would be very handy if you all could fill out. It's because we are both going back to school in the fall, we would like to know what people would like to see with streams in the future, so that we know what to prioritize if we are able to continue streaming, which we would like to do, but we'll see, because we can't see the future. But yeah, it's a bit long, so you don't have to do it all in one go. But very much appreciate if people could fill out the form. Thank you. And I'll probably look at it not next week, but next week. I'm going on vacation next week. I'm hiking. I'm so excited. I haven't gone hiking in like ages. Like, I don't like camping, but I love being outdoors and I love walking. It's like hiking is like the best for me.
Doesn't look better.
I think it does look a little better. A bit more sense to me anyways. Yeah. I don't know, we can mess with it more later. I'm painting my nails right now. I've always stuck with like one nail brand. It's Hollow Taco, because that's the brand that like Simply Nailogical made. And all the polishes super magical, super sparkly, super hollow. You know, which I love. But recently I saw another nail polish brand that I'm interested in trying called Mooncat. Their polishes look insane. Like, super cool. Problem is, all the polishes I like are so expensive. Because it's specialty polish, and it's, like, super magical looking. But it's so pricey. I mean, it's honestly a little bit surprising that, like, nail polishes are the price they are, because I think they'd be more expensive.
Really?
I'm glad they're not, but, like, well, like, if you ever try to get, like, specialty, like, paints or pigments, you know, like, with, like, sparkles and stuff like that, those are so expensive, you know? Right? Like, gold paint or, like, metallic paint that actually looks good and not, like, just, like, garbage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that'll be, like, really expensive, you know? So honestly, like, when I, like, see expensive nail polish as, like, oh, $15 for a bottle, I'm like, that's not bad. Like, I've seen far more expensive, like, paint in the past. So, that's nothing. But because of that, I sometimes trick myself into buying more polish than I can, like, reasonably afford. I like having pretty fingers. Sue me. I actually think that I've really gotten over, like, my nail biting and nail picking problems, though, because of nail polish.
I forgot to do thing.
Would you say that's what stopped you, like, from picking your nails?
What? Wanting to put nail polish on?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care much for nail polish.
I know, but, like, don't you think that's what originally made you stop, like, picking your nails? Because your nails are so long
Probably.
now. And they did not used to be like that.
Well, they're kind of... I've been picking at them.
Yeah, I know, but they're, like, you know, healthy looking still. They're not, like, ripped to shreds like they have been in the past. Right? Which I also used to do the same. Do you have any advice for, like, not picking nails?
No.
No? You just, like, stopped one day?
I still sometimes pick my nails.
Yeah, I know, but, like, nowhere near as bad. Like, your nails would not be this long if not for, like, something, surely.
Don't know.
I'm actually surprised that you're not, like, absolutely crazy about it. Because, like, once my nails get past a certain length, which is, like, not that long, I still go crazy. You know? Because I'm like, oh my god, my nails feel, like, either heavy or just, like, I feel like I can't, like, function because my nails are too long. Right? Your nails are, like, 3 inches long. I don't know how you function, period. You know? That's crazy to me.
3 inches is a bit of a...
Exaggeration, I know. But I think they're actually 2 inches long. They are pretty long. When they're at, like, their longest. That's 6 inches away from forming a band. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 9?
Do bands need 9 people in order to be
No,
considered
9.
a band?
I think I'm missing a reference. I started counting. I'm so bad at references sometimes. Nine-inch nails. Is that a band, really? I listen to so much music, but, like, genuinely, like, don't remember, like, artist names at all. It's a problem. Hal, I'm sorry. I mean, anything could be a band name if you just slam enough words together. This, so, actually, when I was, in the play, the cast members would do this thing. It's like tradition. They'd ask a question of the day for like every rehearsal, right? And one day they asked a question that was like, oh, what's your favorite band? And the only band that I could think of in that moment was AJR. And they made fun of me. But listen, okay? Say what you will. AJR, I like, because they're a sibling band, right? I love sibling things, sibling created things, you know? Because I'm like, oh, that's so relatable, right? But also, we went to a concert once. It was insane. Their concerts are really cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like huge puppetry, like
am I going crazy? Oh,
I don't know.
yes,
What are you
I
doing?
am.
What?
I was going crazy. Don't mind me.
Crazy how?
I just am dumb and stupid.
Don't say that unless it's true. Is it true?
Yeah.
Aw.
This time it is. It is very true.
You want to know something else embarrassing? I've been listening to a lot of Imagine Dragons. It's because they did that one collab with Otto, Take Me to the Beach, and I was like listening to that on repeat. And it left me down a rabbit hole of listening to nothing but like Imagine Dragons. But honestly, they have some bangers. And also like sometimes I listen to like some of their songs and I'm like flashback to the past. Like Radioactive, I'm like, oh my god, I remember when I tried to make that song in Minecraft using note blocks. Good times. You know? Do you have... Well, you don't listen to music that much outside of stream.
Is Radioactive Imagine Dragons? Wait.
Yes. Wait. Why did that just hit you?
Cause I just...
Who did you
I
think...
didn't think of
Who do you think?
thought it was a different band. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on.
What different band?
I need to look this up. God damn it.
You don't believe me?
I don't.
Look
I
at the-
really don't.
What do you think the other band? Yeah, Imagine Dragons. What other...
I don't know. I don't really, cause Radioactive is like a very like emo song, you know? I don't really think of Imagine Dragons as like an emo band.
Right, what were you thinking? Like Paramore?
I don't know.
I don't know why that's really funny to me. Imagine Dragons is Mormon emo.
Interesting.
I would agree. Ugh. Oh my gosh. I also wouldn't call Radioactive an emo song. Necessarily. Oh my
Feels
god,
like
what in
it's
the
an
world
emo
happened?
song. Like, am I crazy?
I mean, like, I get what you're saying, I guess. But, like, if I remember, like, the music video for it correctly, wasn't it, like... It wasn't really. Oh my gosh.
I need my free...
I know, but you just completely disregarded the fact that I was there.
I didn't see it, okay? I think we've established that I have like really, really bad depth perception, or like, what's it?
I'll just, like, move.
I don't have good peripheral vision. I can see in front of me, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever do like that thumbs test where you like you move your thumbs like further and further like past your like behind your head? Where do you not see anymore? There? You're lying.
I don't know, I can like barely see them. Okay, for here it's like here. For here it's like...
Oh, it's different for each of your
Here.
eyes. That's gotta be trippy.
Yeah. But you know, it kind of makes sense because one
Hold
of
on.
my eyes is worse than the other.
Yeah, I know, but neither of those was very far. That was actually embarrassing. I'll show you how far my peripheral vision is. Just give me a second to paint my nails. I'm adding the final
Oh my
coat.
god, this song is from kindergarten. Did you add kindergarten songs?
Did I? I guess I did. Isn't there a third game coming out for kindergarten?
Like, this is...
Getting shamed for peripheral vision. It was like nothing. Mal is not very aware of their surroundings, and sometimes it makes me worried.
I mean, like, some people can, like, see behind them.
Okay.
And,
They
like, I
cannot
can
see
see behind me if I, like,
Hold on.
you know, if I, like, move my eyes, I can
I
see
can't
a little further.
see with my
but, like,
hair in the way, though.
There's no way that's how far you can see when
I
you're
think-
looking forward.
This one... is
That's
there.
not possible!
There.
There's no way!
It's there.
That's like more than 180 degrees!
That's what I'm saying. You were like, your thumbs are practically in front of you, and you call that peripheral vision. There's no way.
That
You see
cannot
why I was
be
shocked?
humanly possible!
Yes, it is. You said people can look behind them, and you're saying that I'm like surprised that I can see peripherally.
It's just the fact that, like, listen, you and me are related. We've had the same life experience.
Yes, you
You're
have bad eyes
telling me-
though.
I
What-
know.
My eyes are normal. My peripheral vision, that's normal.
There's no way. I cannot be this pathetic.
You have bad eyes, it's okay.
It's not okay. It's never okay.
Ever okay?
It's never okay to be pathetic as I am.
We're not seeing?
Yes.
We're being blind? Oh my god. I need to move my stuff. I got Byakugan? What anime is that from? Gotta be from an anime. My hands, by the way, were basically to the sides of my head.
No. Listen. Okay, I'm gonna illustrate this. Okay, so if this is Hal's face, peripheral vision goes like from here to here, and this is like the eyes. Okay.
This is not where my peripheral vision goes to.
Yes, it was. That's what it was.
It looked
I
like they were
swear
like
to you.
directly to my sides.
No, they were not. They
Maybe
were
a little
well over. They were well over.
Like here.
Okay, wait. Let me
You're-
illustrate.
You're
this better.
exaggerating.
Okay, it's like here
I think that's normal peripheral.
to here.
I'm
okay?
pretty positive that's
This is
normal.
the peripheral vision.
Yeah, that's normal.
Mine. Here's mine. Okay, mine went from if this is my right eye. Okay, it went from like
Just
Here?
way closer.
to here,
Yeah.
and that's my peripheral vision.
That's...
So you know, Hal's a little bit better than mine.
I think mine is like literally considered normal. Specialized from Naruto though that you see almost 360 degrees. Didn't realize it would be such a controversial stream today. I mean, apparently, I didn't realize, like, I know that you, like, you know, have, like, bad perception of, like, things around you. I didn't realize that was the reason. Was that you literally can't see around you. You know, sometimes I feel bad because, like, I genuinely, like, because, like, I've never had bad vision, I genuinely, like, sometimes, like, what do you mean that you need glasses to see? Especially because of, like, the way Mal wears glasses. Mal will sometimes not wear their glasses. You can't see without your glasses. You just choose not to wear them because you're like, I don't feel like it.
Sometimes they, like, get my eyes all irritated and stuff, you know?
Mal's vision. Like, the eye doctors, what are they called? Optometrists?
Optometrist.
Yeah, they were basically, like, recommended that you didn't wear glasses because they were too strong of a prescription. They were like, you need contacts.
I can't do contacts though, because that's too much effort, you know?
It's not that you have trouble putting them in your eyes, you just don't feel like doing that effort every day.
Yeah. It's annoying. It's annoying to do.
There are lots of people that choose to wear contacts because they don't like wearing glasses.
See, okay. Number one,
Okay.
it's too much effort to put in contacts every morning. Number two, my face does not look complete without glasses.
Some people, I think, do need glasses. Like, they look like they're supposed to wear glasses.
And
And also, it's just like, I genuinely, like, can't understand not being able to see. And then choosing not to wear glasses.
Listen. We're
Like,
all
I
different
want to
humans.
get it. I've always wanted, like, to wear glasses because I thought they looked cool. But, like, being, like, I guess, deprived of one of my senses, like, I genuinely, like, can't imagine, like, how I'd be able to, like, function, you know?
Just
Especially
get
because, like,
good.
sight is one of those things that sort of, like, and, like, I think, hearing is, like, one of those things that, like, fall in, like, the back of my mind of, like, something I'm able to do because it's, like, constant. It's, like, a constant stream of information that I'm used to, you know?
Meanwhile, I'm over here like, actually, I can't see at all.
You also can't hear. At least through one of your ears.
Yeah, I'm pretty pathetic, man.
That's not pathetic. Why do you call it that?
I don't know, because I think it's funny.
Being dramatic.
I am dramatic. So much that needs to be done here.
Planning?
Yeah, I'm planning.
What are you planning?
Side is how
Oh, you're
I'm
missing a
looking.
little mark.
Yeah, I think also I want this ear to like kind of reach down to the here.
As a glasses wearer, you kind of just get used to wearing glasses, and for me, everything is just really blurred when I take my glasses off. And it's so bad I can't read my computer screen when it's on my lap. I don't see, okay, because you're similar, right, Mal? But your vision's bad, from what I've heard. And whenever you do, like, one of those, like, eye tests, I've seen you do these eye tests. You cannot read them. Like, any of them.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, you're doing eye tests from like fairly far away, you know?
Not that far away.
I feel like it should be normal to not be able to read stuff that far away.
It's not that far.
But it's like far enough, and like the text is small.
Yeah, I almost forgot my glasses are on my face sometimes. That I can, like, understand. Because I feel like it becomes a part of you in a way, right? Like, that I can understand. I guess the part I don't understand is, like, not wearing your glasses, like, when you know you can't see without them. Just because you forgot? How would you forget if you, like, aren't able to see?
Because I trick myself into thinking I can see.
But you can't see. How do you trick yourself into thinking you can see?
I mean, like, it doesn't, like, I don't know how to explain it, but the world does not look blurry when I take my glasses
It
off.
looks doubled.
No, it doesn't.
What does it look like?
It looks normal. Like, I don't see any, like, difference, really, when I, like,
Yeah,
take
but-
my glasses off versus put them on. It doesn't look different to me.
I mean, you can see, you just can't see detail. Is that it?
No, I can see just fine. Like,
I
swear to you,
gaslighting
like,
yourself?
that's the thing. Like, I don't understand
I
how
wish
my
you guys-
vision is that bad. Because
I
it's
wish you
like-
guys could see Mal's glasses. They're like, lenses are like, this one's like, I think an inch thick, right?
No, that is like maybe a centimeter if we're lucky.
That is not a set. That's really thick.
That's not an inch. This is how big an inch is.
Okay, it's not an inch. That's true. That is a little dramatic. It's like, I don't know, maybe a quarter inch.
No.
I need a ruler, but like, I think I'm just being
I
dramatic.
have, like, really bad perception
It's-
of like of like how big an inch is.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
actually,
rounding up, okay?
You're rounding too far up. Oh god.
But they have really thick lenses.
Oops, I accidentally opened Air Server. Ignore that. Okay.
Like, you can, like, grab that lens and be like, whoa, that's a thick glasses lens. The hardest thing for me to do without glasses is read.
Yeah, like you know how like I have like the little vents on my computer. I can see all of the little little holes in the vents when I'm take my glasses off. I don't
Okay.
like, struggle with.
I don't think you realize this. When you take your glasses off, you're squinting all the time.
Really?
Yes.
See, I thought that it was just kind of like a thing where I like always have my eyes half closed, you know?
Is that not squinting? Is that not squinting?
Maybe
See,
I have issues.
I
Like, am I always squinting when I take my glasses
yes.
off?
No, I didn't think I was squinting. I thought my eyes were just really close to being closed, but not quite.
I thought it was just like my eyelids were too heavy.
Yeah, but your eyes aren't like that when you have glasses on.
I think they are.
No, they're
Like,
definitely
am I not
open.
squinting right now?
No, you're not squinting. Your eyes are open.
But when I take my glasses off?
You're squinting.
What? Okay. So apparently, I learned something new about myself today.
If I take my glasses off, I can't read the chat messages I'm typing. That's crazy.
Okay, like,
I feel like
I can read the chat messages when I take my glasses off. It's just a little harder.
I think you wouldn't be able to read them. Close this eye.
Like, yeah, if I close my good eye, I can't read anything. I can maybe,
Is
like...
the whole world blurred?
Yes.
The whole world? How many fingers am I holding up?
I can see that you're holding up 5 fingers, okay? When the world gets blurred, it's not that blurry that I can't make out anything at all.
The problem Mal has is they have one eye that's really bad. One's nearsighted, one's farsighted.
Yeah, so I have, like, opposite prescriptions in my glasses, which makes it really hard to exist.
It gets your depth perception way off.
Yes. What the hell did happen?
Well, that's
here?
wild. I know. You also have one really bad ear that you can't hear out of.
Yes. And it is on the same side as my bad eye. So I just have really bad perception on one side.
I don't think that's very common. But also, like, none of the doctors are like, oh, that's, like, weird. They're like, oh, okay, that's normal. I have an astigmatism, but nothing like that. What's an astigmatism? I thought it was, like, a weird shape of the eye. Is that what it is?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna look it up. Did I add it in time to the playlist? Am I listening to the right playlist?
See, that's what I wonder. Who's adding songs to our playlist that work very well in our playlist without either of us knowing?
I think it's me. I think I do it.
How do you do this without realizing it?
I don't know. I sometimes have like these moments where I'm like, I do something and I forget I do it, and I sort of remember doing it, but not really.
You crazy.
That's what it is, yeah, specifically the cornea, I think. Okay. See, I don't have an astigmatism or anything. I don't even have glasses.
Yeah, you've got perfect vision. You've always had perfect vision.
I have 20/20. Some people have better than 20/20. Some people are able to see better than normal.
That's crazy.
I think those people stole the sight of, like, people like you.
People like me who can't see at all.
Yeah. So someone probably has really good vision in one of their eyes. And only, like, slightly good vision in their other. And they took it from you.
Oh, I see. Well, luckily, you know, I stole their soul in return.
I'm really, really nearsighted. Whoa, thank you for the raid, Muffin Train. I'm Hal.
I'm Mal.
We are Hal Mal Productions.
We're talking about how bad my vision is.
Yes, earlier we were talking about nightmares. We're working on a VTuber model right now. How was Limbus Company? Is that like Lethal Company? Or do they just have similar names? Also, our emotes just didn't work. That's weird.
Huh?
It says, how about hello instead of like the emote. But that other one worked.
Oh.
Weird.
That is weird. Huh.
I hope you had a fun stream. If people don't know who we are sibling, streamers, VTuber, art people. We also do a little bit of gaming, like Celeste mostly right now.
Because I have an addiction.
Yes.
And we're playing it tomorrow
We are playing
on
Celeste.
my birthday eve.
Birthday Eve.
Right now it's my birthday eve.
Yes.
So, you know.
Mal is turning 20.
Yeah.
Crazy. In my mind, you're 16.
In my mind, I'm 16.
Happy birthday, Eve.
Thank you. It's so... I feel like I've been getting worse at like organizing my layers for VTuber stuff. Like
You haven't done it in a minute.
I don't remember how to do it.
You haven't done it in
This
a while.
one, I'm not gonna add an exception.
It also probably is because you've gotten more complicated with your layers and stuff.
Have I though?
Sorry, very behind my stream. Limbus is a free-to-play desperation simulator with a lot of death and sad. Huh.
Dang.
I've never heard of it. So that's not like Lethal Company. Lethal Company is kind of like a funny game. Interesting, though. Well, did you like it? I hope so. I feel like you play, like, a different game every single time you come and raid us.
I've
How-
seen Muffin Train playing Limbus Company before.
You have? Well, I'm not here for every stream, so I guess that's part of it. Oh, the art looks cool, though. I looked it up. Look at that. Look at that. That's
oh, yeah,
cool.
that is very cool.
I wasn't expecting it to look very, like, anime. That's very cool. Not in this case. It's been several times I arrived here after playing Limbus, because they updated a lot of, they update it with a lot of stuff regularly. Interesting. I think that I just, like, hadn't seen this one. Or maybe I just forgot. That's also possible.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you again for the raid. If you have to raid and run, no problems.
No worries, no problemo.
Oh, but for those of you who are new here, we also have a thing. If you type !form, There's a little like Google form that'll be very handy if people could fill out. It's basically stuff about like the stream and like what people would prefer to see, because in the fall me and Mal will both be going back to school, and we like to know what to prioritize if we are able to continue streaming, which we're not sure if we will be able to because we can't really see the future, but we'd like to try and continue streaming, so we'll see. So yeah, if you want to have a like bit of like input on the stream, it's entirely anonymous, so you don't have to worry about like hurting our feelings. Just type !form. What is your... Okay, because you have a very like specific it's basically themed as a descent into emotional abyss with 12 characters, each of whom represent a figure from classical literature with several twists. Previous chapter was about Dawn Quixote, a vampire fighting her own blood family. Interesting. I'm surprised I've like haven't heard of it before. It looks very cool. Also, you already have a 5-minute doodle, I'm pretty sure. Thank you for always supporting the stream.
I think I'm gonna do the back hair, because...
I agree. That should be the next move.
Yeah, I'll do that, and it's gonna be way at the back.
I have the doodle, yes. It's like arson, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's the form as well. No one even typed it. It just decided to show up after I just talked about it. That's pretty funny. I forgot we have it as an automatic message sometimes too. Probably that. That's probably accurate.
Yet.
Or is it because what fur do you want in front? Or I guess all of that's behind, isn't it?
Yes.
Never mind.
Okay, I am gonna need to separate each thing though.
Gotta take a shower and
This is
sleep,
gonna
landed
be
a
like
job, so not a lot of time in the evening aside from streaming. Hey, nice.
Okay,
Congrats. Well, yes, take care of yourself, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna do this, I don't know, bottom, middle, back. It's gonna be interesting.
I'm really excited to rig, like, the side profiles. I don't think I'm gonna get it, like, quite as side profile as you, like, have it there. But, like, to try and maneuver the snout, it'll be a unique challenge. I've never done that before. I think I can do it. I'm just not entirely sure yet, because I've never done it. You know? It'll be very interesting. I was talking with Mal about this earlier, but like a lot of like stuff that I've like done with like VTuber rigging, I haven't done in like a long time, you know? Hope I get a chance to see that. That sounds interesting to watch. I don't usually stream rigging. I probably won't, but I am planning on making like a video about like rigging, like a VTuber 101 thing. Because it's something I've wanted to do for a very long time, and this is a good excuse to do it. So I probably will show like some of the footage and stuff like that, and like talk through it more. I'm not as good as like doing things and talking and so on and so forth at the same time. But also, My rigging stuff is on my computer, not the computer we stream on. I have kind of wondered about, like, maybe trying to set up a sort of, like, I don't know if it'd be possible, like, a 2 PC setup with the, like, R2 PCs, you know? I'm sure it would be possible, but I'm not sure. But if somehow I could figure that out. I could probably stream from my computer, but that would be like a hassle because I'd have to get all the things from this OBS onto my OBS on my computer. And then we just have to sit like a little bit further away.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain.
It's not a pain. I'm being kind of dramatic, to be honest. But we'll see. It will definitely take some figuring out. I have been, like, curious, though. Because, like, I don't know how many of you guys watch Kaku with the Art. I watch Kaku with the Art on Twitch. But they are also duo streamers, Al and Len. And they have, like, 2 screens, like 2 art screens. And I've been curious about maybe trying to set that up so I can also draw at the same time. But again, it's very difficult for me to, like, multitask. But I don't know. I think I used to be better at multitasking. I'm not really sure what happened.
I used to be worse.
I know. It's like we switched.
It used to be I couldn't even listen to music while drawing, and now look at me. I listen to music while drawing every day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's...
Do whatever you're comfy with. I mean, I have wanted to do art on stream. Because I've been getting, like... Okay, here's, like, a little story. I used to be the art one among the 2 of us. Way in the past. It was me and Mal, and I did the art.
But I'm too competitive.
Yeah. As we got older, I started doing art less, and you started doing art more. And now I'm getting kind of, like, back into doing art. It's weird. I feel like I had art burnout for, like, years. You know? Which I've heard some people talk about before. Like, art burnout is weird. Because, like, I can't even really, like, describe it. I'm sure some of you guys know what art burnout is like. Or just burnout in general. But, like, it lasted, like, years for me. Where I just, like, didn't do anything artistic for, like, how long? It's like 3 years or something. Maybe. And that wasn't fun. But, I don't know. In college, because I do, like, art college thingies, I've been, like, exposed to a lot more mediums. And I think, like, the excitement I get for art is, like, learning new things and trying new things. And for me, like, doing different mediums, like, that's the cool thing, right? So, like, ceramics, sculpture, jewelry, printmaking, painting, drawing, animation, stuff like that. You know?
You just thirst for knowledge.
I do. I have 0 art stamina. I finished one piece, and then I set the tablet down for way too long. I think the problem for me was, like, I think I was just getting in my own head about, like, what is and isn't allowed. Cause, like, the one thing that I was really good at when it came to, like, drawing was, like, copying. I was, like, a printer with my eyes, right? I could draw, like, really realistically. It was really therapeutic for me, too, cause, like, you know, I didn't have to think that much about what I was drawing. I could just, like, look in front of me and be like, oh.
Yeah, but then you got insecure because you were like, oh, but nothing I make is original.
Yeah. But, like, that wasn't why I was making art. I was making art because it was therapeutic. And I think at the end of the day, I guess that's, like, I think what people need to ask themselves the most when it comes to like art, like what are you what are you trying to get out
What
of
are
it?
you drawing for?
If it's just like for fun, that's all, That's all it has to be. You don't have to be like, the most of like art improvement, right? I think art improvement is like great, but like it's not always necessary if you're like not trying to be like a professional, If you just like drawing the same thing over and over again, and that's all your goal is, that's all it has to be,
Mm-hmm.
And I've really liked printmaking. I think that's like the thing that I've liked the most so far. And I like set it off for like the longest. Because it's a fun way to mix like digital art, which I have like a lot of background in, with like traditional art, and like being able to like to take the time and do everything like in layers, like that's therapeutic. I really like hands-on stuff, and repetitive stuff. Those two things are like perfect for me. Like ceramics, I think is my like close second favorite art thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you just like digital, right?
Yes.
That.
Just planning in my head. Don't worry about it.
That's something else. You like do a lot of art by just like thinking.
My thoughts. My brain is full of thoughts.
Full of thoughts. I'm not entirely sure I'm listening to our playlist.
Me either. I'm never sure. I'm never sure of these things.
No, I've gotta be. Is there a way I can tell? I'm not!
What?
I'm not listening to our playlist.
Why? What song came up?
I'm listening to my cue.
Ah. Oh. Anyway.
How did that happen? When did that happen?
Yeah, I'm definitely listening to the playlist, so I don't know.
I don't know how I did that. Yeah, this is not the playlist. But I like the music anyway.
Not as important for you to listen to the right playlist.
It's important. I listen to things that I enjoy listening to.
But I need to listen to the playlist because I like my playlist. It's important for keeping me productive and focused.
It's like Pavlov's dog.
What?
The playlist.
What
If
about
you
it?
listen to the same playlist all the time while making art, when you listen to the playlist, you'll want to make art.
Mhm.
Is that Pavlov's dog? I don't even remember. I should know that. I'm preparing to take my teaching licensing exam, like on Monday. I'm so nervous. I'm really, really, really bad at exams. I've never been like the test taking type,
That's always been me. That's my favorite thing to do in a class because it's just such little work.
It's not though. The thing is,
It's just a matter of knowing the right answers, and I'm so great at knowing
well,
things.
I know the right answers, but multiple choice makes me doubt that. You know what I mean?
Why?
I don't know, because it doesn't say it in the way that I would say it, right? I was doing a practice exam, and it was showing a picture of this waterfall that looked all blurred, and it was what technique did the photographer utilize to get this effect? And what my answer would be is long exposure, but that wasn't an option, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their options were low shutter speed, something. The answer was like low shutter speed, because that's the same thing as long exposure. But I would say long exposure, and that wasn't an option. Therefore, I'm wrong? Like, you know what I mean?
But you're not wrong. You're just, like, you're just saying it differently.
Yeah.
You have different words for the same thing.
But, like, because of that, I, like, doubt what I know, you know? I'll also, like, do that a lot for, like, pretty much just, like, oh, do you remember, like, when you were in school and you, like, did math and, like, you'd have to do, like, those math, like, things over and over and over and over again? Like, those, like, quizzes. They'd, like, give you, like, oh, what's the answer to this and this? And you type it in and it'd be, like, wrong. Actually, the answer is exactly what you just typed. Right? That was always so annoying. It made me doubt everything. You know what I mean? I don't think you do. I don't think you're listening.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. You said too many times in a row.
No, I get that. I get the worry. I oftentimes just completely zone out and forget to listen to what you're saying. So I get
Okay,
it.
so what was I saying?
You're talking about how when it's like, oh yeah, you're doing an extended response question or something, or like just like a one-word answer thing, and it's like, actually, you answered it wrong. The answer was exactly what you typed.
Yeah.
And it's like you didn't even spell it wrong. It's like you missed a capitalization or something.
Or it wasn't even that. Like, sometimes it looked exactly the same. I think, like, with math, there was usually, like, the type-in calculator thing, and then, like, your own personal keyboard. And if you did, like, a plus symbol on your keyboard versus using a plus symbol that's, like, whatever, it would, like, count it wrong. Right? It was evil, and I hated it. Because usually, like, the way that, like, those quizzes worked was, like, you had to get a certain amount correct in a row, right? Or else it wouldn't, like, count. And I'd always be very close to the end, and then it would be like, oh, it'd pull one of those on me, and it's like, you're not gonna win. I swear they use special characters in those answers sometimes that look like normal letters but aren't. Exactly. I think you're right. But I think that causes a lot of doubt in me, you know? Because it's like, I can never be sure, like, what I'm doing is, like, correct, because, like, what if? You know? Evil math. You did reflection.
I know. I did it on purpose.
Oh.
I just...
Looks like blood splatter. I see your forum here. You guys do D&D stuff. What are your favorite classes? I like Bard. We used to do D&D stuff. We don't really do it anymore. Which is part of why I put it on the forum, because I'm not sure.
If people want us to bring it back, basically.
Yeah. I think Bard was my favorite class. I like Druid a lot as well. I like Druid more if they had more Wild Shape.
I like Druid the best.
I can't believe they only have 2 Wild Shape from levels 1 to 19. I think that's silly. That's my one thing that I'm like, silly. Silly Druid. I think it depends though. Like, if I'm in a campaign that, like, I don't really feel like battling, but I like roleplay, I'll play a barbarian.
That is true.
I don't have to think about any of my turns. I rage, I hit it. Done. You know? But sometimes I like thinking about the battle, and I like playing, like, spellcasters for those reasons. You know? But it's like what vibe I'm going for. Like, if I'm in a bunch of campaigns, I cannot play a spellcaster in each one. Right? This is not possible. I think my favorite might be Sorcerer, but I really have trouble choosing a favorite. I did not like Sorcerer when I played it for the... Like, I don't think I knew what I was doing, because I played Sorcerer I played as my first full spellcaster, I think.
Mm.
And I think that was my flaw. I think that was my mistake. Because I did not do it correctly. I think I think sorcerers are cool when you know what you're doing, but when you don't know what you're doing, it was just so frustrating. You know?
I'm playing a sorcerer in one of my campaigns, and it's alright.
Wizard is kind of the best first caster. I know people that would disagree with you.
Wizard was my first caster, and I mean, sure did warm me right up to the whole
It is kind
situation of
like throwing you in on the deep end.
yeah, I like being thrown into the deep end when I do things like that.
I think the thing that makes Wizard a very friendly first spellcaster, though, is that you can cast like any of the spells. You just gotta find a scroll and put it in your spell book, right? And I think that makes a lot of sense, right? You find a spell, you should be able to cast it, right? So you can. It's sort of a like build your own spell book, right? Versus being like, here's all these spells, figure out what you want to prepare. Good luck, you know?
Yeah, I think it's a good middle of like
I agree.
having
but
all the spells and having just a couple.
I agree, but I definitely know people that disagree.
Yeah.
Because you can't build like a good wizard if you don't know what you're doing, blah blah blah. But I don't think you need to build a good wizard in order to like. I think that wizard gives you everything you need, without like anything extra, right? Like with sorcerers, you have to know what sorcery points are. With bards, you bardic inspiration, right? There's like all this extra stuff. Wizards are just spells. That's it.
Spells.
Right?
Yeah.
So I agree with you in Dante. But many people disagree.
Yeah.
But I agree. I will be back.
I enjoy the flexibility that mana magic adds to spellcasting, but it can complicate casting for someone new. I agree. Okay. Like that.
I'm in a campaign right now where I'm playing Artificer, and I think I'm gonna really like it. So far, I'm liking it because there's so much you can do. I like classes. I like support classes the most. I think that's why I like Bard a lot. Oh, hello, thank you. I take that. Happy birthday.
Oh, is that my sticker book?
I think so. I enjoy the flexibility that meta magic adds to casting, but it can complicate casting for someone new. Exactly. That's what it did for me. But yeah, meta magic, I've seen people who play sorcerer and they play it very well. And they know what they're doing, and yeah, it does make it very flexible.
You've never played a wizard, have you?
No. I've never played a wizard. What all classes have I played? I've never played a monk. I've never played a cleric.
I feel like we've tried to play every class between the two of us.
Yeah, but neither of us have played a monk.
Yeah.
Neither of us have played a blood hunter. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
But some people don't count that because I think it's technically homebrew.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, not really, but kind of. I think technically Artificer also is like one that some people don't count because it was like in Tasha's. It's not in the player's handbook. But whatever. I haven't fully dived into Artificer yet, but my next character is definitely going to. I am playing Artificer right now. I'm excited. I feel like there's a lot you can do with Artificer. And I feel like I can really like sink my teeth into it. Admittedly though, I think I'd like Artificer more if I wasn't in multiple campaigns, because then I'd be able to fully focus on it, you know? I feel like Artificer is one of those classes that does fully need your attention. I have a really fun idea for a Paladin Artificer multi-class that I'm going to use for my friend's Crimson's next campaign. Oh, is it like...
Crimson Hero?
Yeah, Crimson Hero VA, or is it another Crimson?
It's probably Crimson Hero, to be fair. Crimson Hero does D&D stuff, so
That's
that
true.
would make sense.
I know Crimson, if it's that Crimson. If it's a different Crimson, then I just foolish. Yeah, Crimson Hero VA. I do know Crimson.
Nice.
They're pretty cool. I think of the classes that your childhood friends IRL, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
I think the classes that I've enjoyed the least, and this is no hate to the classes in particular, it's just not my style. Paladin, I've tried to work twice. I don't like having to split between like combat and spells. In my mind, it works very well. In practice, I suck at it. I cannot balance those two things, right?
I think any class where you have to like, you know, divide your spell points into, or divide your ASI points into multiple stats is hard to work.
It is hard to work. I love my Paladin character. I don't like battling with her. She stresses me out. It's like too much to think about with like almost nothing I feel like I can do, which means most of my turns are like, I guess I hit it, you know? Do I use one of my spell slots to Divine Smite? Well, then I won't be able to heal later on with healing touch or whatever. What is it called? I'm forgetting.
Hands?
Cure wounds. Cure wounds. There we go. Paladin is rough for me from a roleplay standpoint because they're so rigid in roleplay. I don't think they necessarily have to be, but I get what you're saying. Oath above everything gets tiring sometimes. Play an oath breaker. Nah, I mean, I think that's why I have one Paladin character. And I do like her. I think she's a little sweetie pie, and she's just a bit naive about the real world because she does stick to her oath, and she's just like, well, why are they evil? Because, like,
That's
my
mean.
god says this, and also, like, that's just mean. And it's like, yeah, they're not good people, Evie. Like, what? So, like, because of her oath, she believes that everyone should, like, have her worldview.
There's good in everyone.
Yeah, not in the sense of, like, follow my god, but in the sense of, like, be kind to other people and, like, see the best in people. And it kind of screws her over sometimes. It's fun.
Oh, gosh.
But it does make roleplay, in my opinion, much easier because I don't have to think about it that much. It's just like, well, but, like, they're good, right? Like, I mean, give them another chance, and everyone goes, no. What other characters do I have that are like... I don't know. I have like... all of my characters. I don't really double up on class that often. You know? I have my bard. I have my whatever. My character's concepts for Crimson the next campaign is a kobold armor artificer who's using a big mechanical suit of armor to pretend to be a dragonborn paladin. Oh, that's cool! I like that. Trying to, like, what I admittedly, like, I don't have that many more, like, character ideas that are, like, I feel like I've done all the ones that I really want to do, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'd have other ideas for like player characters like as time goes on. Right now it's like I have like my little like crew of D&D characters, and that's all I really want, you know? And one day the party's going to see his chest plate open and a little 2-foot kobold scampers out. It'd be adorable. The one character that I still want to play is a character that does have like a big secret like that. Probably a changeling, like a secret changeling.
You've played a non-secret changeling.
I've played a non-secret changeling. I love changelings. I think they're probably my favorite race. I just love the ability to just be able to like shape change on demand. You know? I think it creates a lot of great roleplay moments. Secret changeling is very fun. That's the one character I still like want to play. But outside of that, I think like the only other thing I want to do is like DM. Like, you know what I mean? I want to DM at least once. I have a campaign idea. It's literally just Infinity Train. If you've watched that. Because I think that it's just like sets up like a perfect little like mystery, you know? I love the train aesthetic, the like sci-fi, the like I have a much bigger campaign idea that's like more expansive than that, but I don't think I'd be able to fully commit to it. So that one's staying in my brain. But an Infinity Train campaign I think I could do. Infinity Train is a really cool campaign idea, yeah. I hadn't even considered that before. I think, especially like with people that have never watched Infinity Train, they get to decipher all that like, all the secrets, all the mystery. There's a lot of like things, like the like, you know, numbers on the hand, like what do they mean? How would they interpret that? Would they interpret it, you know?
Like Grace and Simon?
Yeah, like Grace and Simon, or like, will they, like, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of like things that could be pulled out of that. I think it'd be really interesting. Very cool so far. Thinking. I'm gonna get more water. Do you need more water?
No.
Yeah, I'm not listening to the video game playlist. I'm just finding new music to add to it.
When it doesn't have the mask visible, the neck shadow kind of looks like a nose, and it's a big shaggy dog or something. Wait. Have the mask visible. Oh, it does. That is so true. It looks like an old man. Old man dog. That's so funny. I see it. Oh goodness. Right. It's great. That's right. I'm just gonna put light on. It's gonna think.
A cookie. I came back with the cookie.
So rude, man.
It's a yummy cookie.
Okay, I'm gonna complain once again about the sore spot in my mouth. It sucks.
Did you bite your mouth?
Mm-hmm. I bit my mouth like a couple days ago and it's still sore.
I really like the way you're doing the shading with that, what would you call it, a dot matrix? It's a halftone, I think is what it's called. Very comic-y. It's a tool inside of some art programs.
Clip Studio Paint is pretty much made for like comics, and so
it does have the tool.
It's super easy. I love Clip Studio.
I might have to try that sometime. I recommend. It's very cool.
There are so many people that are so much better at using it than me.
I use Clip Studio Paint myself. It is a pretty good program. But to be honest, I think if you sat me in front of Clip Studio Paint, I would not know what to do.
I think you would.
I don't know. I'm not very, the only other program I use is Procreate because it's on my tablet. It just, I need a program that I can just sort of pull out of nowhere, like, you know, while I'm not by a computer. Especially because I don't have a drawing tablet. Right? It's way more in depth than I can fathom sometimes. There's a lot, like, one thing that you haven't tackled at all in Clip Studio is like the 3D modeling.
Oh yeah. I mean, I only use those features that I actually like need.
That's fair. I have ideas.
What is your idea?
For the model and like the text chat list. I think I can make it real tiny. Because a lot of the things I think are pretty much the exact same. So I can just copy paste, flip. So only you have to use like half the texture. I'm gonna be resource efficient. That's one thing I haven't been in the past with my models. Admittedly.
Or still.
Have you tried like, what's it called? You just swishing salt water or something in your mouth?
No.
That sometimes can help.
I've never heard that before, but I believe you.
I used to have a friend, like in middle school, she was so like, she would faint at the sight of blood, you know? And I remember asking her, like, well, what do you do if you, like, lose a tooth or something? Or, like, you know, like... And she was like, if I, like, know I'm bleeding, I won't look, right? So, like, with something, like, inside of her mouth, she would swish salt water to make it instantly, like, dry up so that she wouldn't have to look at blood. And I don't know why, but that, like, baffled me. Like, that never, like, I never considered that as, like, a possibility. I was like, if you're bleeding, you just gotta, like, let it bleed, I guess. It never, like, occurred to me that you could just, like, yeah. Saline can help with sores, yeah.
Saline? What's that?
It's like salt water. But like really like clean water, I'm pretty sure. What? What?
Now I'm confused. What the hell is that?
What is what? Oh, you have a stray mark?
Yup. It's fine, I've got this. I just need to wait.
Go through every single layer and control delete. Oh my god, it does look like a nose of a dog. I see it. That's really funny.
I figured it out.
That little like hair stray looks like an eyebrow. Oh my god! It's really cute. If you look at it like it's a dog with the eyes and then the shadow is like a nose, the hair on the neck becomes ears. Oh my god, that's so cute. This is gonna be a weird question. But you know, like, you ever hear people be like, oh yeah, like, they gaining consciousness one day or whatever, right? Like, your first time where you're like, you consciously, like, made a choice and you remember that, you know?
Oh god, I don't even remember.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, what's, like, the time where you, like, remember, like, you, like, were drawing and you were like, whoa, I like drawing, and I want to keep doing this.
See, I couldn't tell you.
Really?
Genuinely, because I think, you know, for a long time, I kind of felt like, you know, I didn't really care about being a professional artist. Like, like, up until, like, middle school, I was like, you know, I like drawing, but, like, I don't think I'm good enough to be professional, and I think that's okay, you know? But obviously, like, I don't think that's what you're talking about, right? Like,
no, I'm talking about, like, where you, like, picked up a pencil and drew something with, like, the intention of drawing something, and you were like, whoa, I can draw. Like, not even necessarily professionally or anything, just, like, I can do that.
okay.
I'm able to make something.
The answer is that didn't really happen to me, okay? What happened instead was there's this girl in my freaking first grade class who I thought was really, really good at art, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She was like definitely like very advanced for her age group, right? And I was like, oh my god, she's so talented. I want her to teach me what to do. And so I like became friends with her, and she basically gave me a little like how to draw humans little like 4-step process. And I you know, I followed it, and I like really liked drawing after that.
I did not know this. Who was the...
Her name was Tia. I feel like
I
I've
do
told you
remember this. This is elementary school.
Yeah, first grade, like I said.
Wow. I don't think I remember that, like, part of the story. I remember you telling me about someone named Tia. I don't remember someone basically giving you a step-by-step, hey, here's how to draw.
Yeah, no, because I was so obsessed with her art. I thought she was so talented. And I think looking back on it, it was definitely, like,
Impressive.
that's impressive for a first grader. But it was also, like, you know, it's not...
It was first grader.
It's not anything to write home
Maybe
about, you
like
know?
third grader.
Yeah, it was still like, you know, a
Impressive.
child did it. But like I like saw her, she drew like this really big tree with all of this wildlife around it, and I was like, oh my god, that's so amazing. And like I don't have a clear image of it in my head anymore because it was first
Do you
grade.
remember her last name? Well,
No.
don't say it if you don't remember it, but like, you know.
I don't remember her last name, and Tia was just a nickname anyway, so. But I remember like years later, she actually like contacted like you on Instagram and was like, oh
What?
hey. Yeah, no.
I don't remember this at all.
She contacted you on Instagram and was like, oh hey, I'm like kind of trying to like, you know, reconnect with some of my oldest friends again, and I remember I knew Mal in first grade, and you know, we got along pretty well. Do you have Mal's Instagram? And you were like, oh yeah, sure. And then, you know, we started talking and catching up and stuff, and it was fun.
How did they know my Instagram?
I don't know.
I don't remember this.
I remember it. This was like maybe like I was in 7th grade at the time.
I mean, I think I do remember someone called it. I don't remember it being Tia.
No, it was because she like stopped going by the nickname Tia.
Oh. Then maybe that's why I don't remember it.
Yeah. So, you know, cool.
Because I was going to say, I wonder if they're still doing art.
The answer is yes.
Oh, are they really good?
Yeah, I think by the time I was in 7th grade, and remember we were the same age, Tia was basically like doing like college classes, like taking college art courses.
Oh my god.
So, you know.
You have to get back in contact. I want to see their art now.
I'm still following them.
Well, you can find out.
I don't know. They don't post their art on Instagram though. Like not anymore. I think their oldest art post was like a while ago. So.
Gotta get back in contact.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun times.
That's crazy cool though.
To get some more of this stuff. Let's get sketch because I don't need it anymore. I don't need that either. And now I just
like
have
a
this
halftone.
gray mass. Take, get in. Yeah. Do this, okay? I think that'll be good enough.
I don't think it's gonna be seen at all.
Yeah, I know, but it's for me. It's for me. I need the soft light as well. I've been doing some soft light on the fur. I don't know if you've noticed.
Kind of noticed.
Right. Go here.
Model art is really interesting to me because it's basically the digital equivalent of layering pieces of paper to make a stop motion animation or something. Yeah,
It is.
essentially.
That is exactly what it is.
Very similar in like principle. I've always seen like those like paper stop motion like animation, like not even stop motion, like you ever see like those paper dolls? Those are so cool. I want to know how to make one of those.
I mean, it's pretty similar in principle to VTubers.
I know, but like I want to make it myself. Also, sorry, I just like had this thought. The halftone thing that's in Clip Studio, you can also make the circles different shapes if you want like a different type of halftone. So like our overlay, we have like a heart and star halftone.
Mm-hmm.
Or the overlay. So yeah, the more you know.
Soft shade. Dude, if I slack with my naming of the layers, I would get so lost. Really hard. Have this song in the Halloween playlist, because if not, that's a sin.
I think you do.
I have a lot of Don't Starve songs, but I don't think I actually have the main title theme.
It's down there. You did it!
I didn't.
Was it Chibi Icon Fundraiser, by the way? I noticed it on your forum and was checking out on the redeems. So with channel points, is it a fundraiser? It's a channel point challenge, I think. But if you click the channel point icon, every month we have people can like pull together like their channel points to add 5 more chibi chat icons to the chat pool, which is on our stream. Like right now, you're loose from the Owl House. We have how many characters in it right now? It's over 50.
Yeah, we have quite a lot.
And we add 5 more if that goal is reached, essentially. It's just channel points. It's not like, I see that's really cool. Thank you. But you can change your character also using channel points. You can either do a randomized and become a different character just randomly, or you can like pick your character and like type a specific code. Which the list is under the stream and it's very long, and I need to figure out a better way to do that so that it's not like
we've
that
got
long.
like a
Especially
section
because
we've got a section of our website that's got all of the icons in them.
But we haven't like set it up so that like people can look at it.
Yeah, so we'll
do that eventually. Especially because like it's not really easy to look like in the about section if you're on Twitch Mobile, because Twitch Mobile is not the best. There's so many changes I would make to Twitch Mobile if I had the power. Put me on that team to figure out how Twitch Mobile works, because I don't like it.
Trying my best.
What do you mean Twitch Mobile is perfect and without flaw? Exactly, yeah. Sure. There is no problems in bossing, say.
Hey.
Or that's not how it goes. What is it? There is no war in bossing, say.
Yes. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo-doo. What?
Twitch Mobile just drives me crazy. It took me forever
my
to realize that you can hide
God.
chat when you're watching streams on Twitch Mobile.
That's actually
Did you do it all in one layer?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did. It's fun.
Amateur!
I
No.
am an amateur. My God.
Did you only do it on that tough?
Yes.
Oh, that's not that bad. The good thing is you always catch your mistakes.
Most of the time.
I mean, I guess you wouldn't know if you're not catching them, to be fair.
I make
Right?
a lot of mistakes that I do catch, but that just means that I probably make a lot more mistakes that I don't.
But if you don't catch it, is it a mistake? See?
This is some serious questions here. I don't think I can answer.
I have another question. You, like, don't follow your sketch to the T.
No, because why would I? My sketches are very loose.
Fair enough.
They're clean, but they're loose.
So you just sort of, like, tighten it with line art and stuff like that.
Yes.
Interesting. Really appreciate that. I need to learn to be looser with my sketches. I think mouse sketches are still very, very clean for like a sketch. Like my sketches are very chicken scratchy. Though it might be, maybe that is because I'm not being loose enough, you know?
I feel
Oh,
like-
yeah? Okay.
I mean, I feel like that's a constant problem, you know? What the hell happened?
What'd you
Where
do?
did my light go?
You put it on a different layer, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Let's go here. We need to go here. Oops. Yeah,
I like it. Very glowy.
just a little bit, you know? It looks so much like an old dog.
There you go. Look at that.
So now I need to add the variation.
Looks
in the-
really nice, actually. Wait. Scroll so that it's like in the middle of the stream. Zoom in. Look at that. It's very like soft looking. I want to pet the fur. It looks very like soft. You know? Still haven't done the proper like mouth layering though. Have you? I thought you just did a
no, I
line.
haven't. You're right.
Beautiful looking, great. Thank you. I don't know. You should say that.
I mean, listen, we talk for each other sometimes.
And listen, you did it for me.
You're allowed to talk for me.
Mouse says thank you. It's
Just sometimes a little too much of a hassle to talk.
I get that. Ah, it does look very, very soft.
Yeah, starts to look juicy when I start to add the line colors and the variation of it.
Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, I'm shading the line art.
Ah. Look at that.
What?
What did you
What
do
is
there?
going on? Not there. Where the hell is it? Oh shoot.
Oh no.
What
Layers.
did I do? What did I do here? Not there, it's not there, it's not there.
That's the beauty of there being two of you. You can fill the gaps for each other exactly.
Right, how did this end up over here?
I talk for Mal a lot. I think you've gotten sometimes used to it where like you like don't respond and you think that I will and I'm not even near you. Like, you know?
It's true. It happens.
I'll be like, have a good day. And then you just stare. Hoping
Yeah.
that they can read your mind. And know that you said, you too.
Good to talk to strangers, you know?
I get it.
Yeah, we. So this is kind of more or less the situation.
That's a mood.
I need to sort.
I mean,
this.
I think I sometimes also like won't respond and think I respond because it's like words that you expect to come out of your mouth, you know? Been trying to break myself out of the, being nervous around new people. Well, that's hard. I wish you luck. And if you figure out the secrets, do tell.
Okay.
I sometimes feel like I'm able to get over like my anxiety of like talking to like new people. If I need to step up for someone who's more anxious than me.
Like me.
Yeah. Like having to call a doctor on the phone, no can do. If it's someone else's doctor for that person, you've got it.
It's called being an older sibling.
I know, you've got it. I can do that. You know? It's sort of the, they asked for no tomatoes on their sandwich. I would never do that for me. I don't think I'd do it for other people, to be honest. I think that's a step too far. Because that's like confrontation.
Yeah.
I'm not good at confrontation
And
at
also
all.
yelling at a service worker, which is rude.
Yes. I'm terrible at confrontation, though.
Same. I think I'm probably worse than you, because I will break down cry.
I think that has like a little... Well, I will just avoid it. I think breaking down crying is at least like you're doing it. You're confronting it.
Well, I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not confronting it on purpose.
You're just crying.
Yes. I'm when I'm in a confrontation situation that I cannot handle, because listen, I can't avoid it sometimes, you know? It just happens to me. And so if I'm in a confrontation situation, tears. It doesn't even matter if I'm like in trouble or if I'm trying to get someone else in trouble. If I'm talking to someone that I view as an authority figure, I will cry.
Who do you view as an authority figure? Everyone?
Teachers.
Okay. I'm a teacher. Don't look so scared. I relate to that. I went to a convention with Crimson and I needed to introduce them to one of the voice actors we went to meet because they were a little starstruck. Aw. Yeah. Me and Mel are going to a convention for the first time ever.
It is very exciting.
In June. And I'm nervous.
Okay.
Because we've never done it before, but we've always wanted to go to a convention. We're going as adults on our own.
Adults.
They're a great time. I know. I mean, it's one of those things that I've always wanted to do, and I'm really excited to do it. And I think I will have a good time. I also think I'll be exhausted. Really big, like, social events like that usually do exhaust me, but got my annual one next week, so I won't be around Friday or Saturday. Ooh, have fun!
Dude, I've been working so slowly today. It's kind of a problem.
It's not a problem. Because I think if you were working at the pace that you thought you were going to work at, there would just be a couple of days where I can't do anything because I'm on vacation. I kind of hope that you wouldn't finish it this week. Next week you can finish it. But not this week.
Yeah. Let's see. So, this is gonna be the torso. I'm gonna draw the cape thingy on a different layer, but the torso is gonna be, you know, just here. The shirt is gonna be...
Yeah. I'm not gonna draw the fur underneath.
Yeah, because that would just be too much, you know?
Yeah. I like how you did all the layers in different line colors. It makes sense, but it's cool to see. Yeah, that's something you did, not more recently, but like, it's cool. Mal does it. I think it's cool. It makes it look juicier, more edible. I don't know why art is described as edible, but I don't know. It's synesthesia, probably. Indeed, very edible. Exactly. I do like... It's funny that I've like never been to a con before because we actually live near a convention center. The convention center we live near has been like under construction though for the past couple years, so that's part of why we haven't gone to one. But I'm hoping because we live near a convention center that maybe in the future we can like do an artist alley, which is scary. That's like a different kind of scary. But there's like some artists, like that's how they like live. They're con artists, and okay, that sounds bad. They're artists that sell at cons. Conventions only. Con artist.
Con artist.
That's a different thing.
I'm a professional con artist. I don't know about you.
Uh-huh. Artist Alley is my favorite part of the con experience, to be honest. Oh, we're gonna go to Artist Alley. At the con that we're going to. And I'm probably gonna spend too much money. I love seeing all the art at vendors. See, okay. Here's the thing. I love buying art. We have a wall collection of art. Oh my god. And it's just like, treat yourself. You will spend too much money. It's like, I just collect a bunch of different art and like put it on a wall from like all these different artists that I like, either I'm friends with or like I just liked their art so I bought art from them, or like whatever it may be. And so Artist Alley seems like I'll be like, oh yes, I want art for my wall from this, from this, from this, from this, from you, from you, from you, from you. And I want to buy something from every single stand, and obviously you can't do that. Oh, that would be such... I'm excited!
I feel like you and I are very frugal with money.
Yeah. But you know, I'll have a couple of paychecks to, you know, support my art needs when I go. This is a cute song. What is this? This is a Pokemon song? You're going in the playlist. Adorable. I'm gonna send this to you because you need to hear this. But I've always, every year I feel like I have to buy something at the con, because if I don't, I won't have the opportunity again until next year. That's a good point. I mean, I think that's also just the thing of like just buying things at like any art stand, you know?
Right.
It's like well, this is my one opportunity. It's not like a store that I can come back to and buy it later. And most of the time they don't have online stores either. Or if they do, it's different from the stuff that they sell, like, you know, in person. So I gotta get it. It's like the limited edition sort of like feel. But nowadays, time goes by so fast, the fear isn't as strong anymore. Because you're like, next year is not that far away, I guess. But what if they're not there next year? I definitely am going to buy something from Artist Alley to at least commemorate my first convention, you know? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't exactly save the ticket because the tickets are online. That's kind of a little bit of a bummer thing with, like, you know, things becoming more online. I can't keep a little ticket stub, you know? Unless I print it out, in which case it's a printed piece of paper and that doesn't look as cool. I'm talking about the dealer room specifically. Okay. Oof. Artist Alley is a different story. Oh, okay. That's fair. I always make sure to buy something to support the artists. You're probably going to get a badge or lanyard you can keep. Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. Also, I do realize I'm kind of lying. I have been to conventions before, but not like anime, voice acting, like video game conventions. I went to work conventions. Like teaching conventions. That's different. Those are also kind of fun, to be honest. But it's also like you're supposed to like network and like, you know, present at conferences, and like you get sent by the school, and like it's great, don't get me wrong, but this will be like my first like cool convention. It'll be your first convention probably ever, actually, because you never went to like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited. Okay.
I'm also very excited.
Also, did you see that Miku figure I sent you?
Which one?
The little art one.
Dude, I saw that a while ago. The one where that holds the
No.
pencil,
Not
or-
that one. Hold on. I'm just gonna show you again.
I don't think you've sent me a Miku figure.
I did. This.
Yeah, you know, I've not seen that.
It's literally in your text messages. You just ignored
Did you
it.
just send it like just now? Oh my gosh.
yeah.
You sent me stuff yesterday? Wait, what? How come I didn't see any of it?
I don't know. Because it also says you read it.
What?
You just didn't look.
What?
Do you think this Miku is cute?
It is cute. It is very cute.
I may get it.
I want the other one though. The one.
The other one's not out yet. That one's not out yet.
That one is giving our like paintballing.
I know. I need to look at this. That's why I sent it, is because I wanted you to look at it on the computer. It's on Crunchyroll. $37.99. Potential
Only
birthday present.
$37.99. I feel like those things are usually like $80 or something.
I'm just saying. Oh, thank you for contributing to the Chibi Art Challenge. Here, I'll send it to you so we can look at it later.
Whoa, dude. Okay.
I'll send it to Dad, actually. I'll say, here's a birthday present. Hold on. Mal.
It's a little late to start getting more birthday presents, I will say.
No, it's not. It's your 20th birthday.
So?
Of course, the little Abbies are so cute. I had to. Yes. The vote for the next 5, like what fandom they will be in our Discord also. I think the options will be what? Steven Universe, Owl House. I think Vocaloid again is an option, right? Because they only have 5, they don't have 10 yet. And then there'll be another option. There's 4 options. I don't remember what the 4th one is. I will remember when I go to make the poll, though. I'm glad everyone likes our little, like, chat avatars, though.
Yeah.
Because I think they're fun.
We paid money in order to get the chat to the specific chat thing, whatever it's called, overlay thing.
Made by Zaytree. But we make the icons. I just don't know how to code to make. Well, you know a little bit of coding. Oh, fun model work. Hi, Eerie.
Hello.
Yes. This is the model giveaway from our charity stream. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Doing all right.
Good.
That's good. Lovely, even.
I never add Terraria music. It's added now.
What? Okay.
You don't want Terraria music?
No, I'm just surprised that we've never added it.
Busy. Life is very busy. I'm excited to go work at the summer job, but I'm also a little sad that I'll be busy. But it's a fun job. I do like my summer job. Hope you two have been doing well. I have been doing well. I was about to say I graduated. I've not graduated, but I've finished my junior year and now I'm a senior. So yay! Yeah, I have my seasonal job now. I like seasonal jobs. It gives me a little bit of variety. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's part of why I wanted to be a teacher. Because I need the variety of being able to be like, okay, I need a different job in the summer. are you doing?
Cleaning up the colors.
I cannot tell.
When I use that tool,
It
tool...
does very pixelated.
Yeah, it's very... Yeah.
Why do you use it then?
Because it's
Oh, it's probably because you have the anti-aliasing on. You probably want to pick that one.
Yeah, but I like having the anti-aliasing. It's just like, you know... It's just like the price I pay, because I do like
wait, what do you
having
like
it-
about the anti-aliasing?
I don't have to worry about it like going outside the lines of what I'm actually doing.
Ah. Hydrate, thank you. I need to get more water. You hydrate too.
I shall.
I will be back.
Mine is a variety, it's the same every year, just only during warmer months. Nice. Hello, Crimson. How art thou? I am modeling over here. And then I sit on my butt for the rest of the year. That sounds like a dream, honestly. I exist. That's all I can ask of you, really. Here's to just existing. Here's to that. Cheers. Beautiful. Hey, I might want... Gosh, I don't know. It's complicated. I don't know what I want to do. I need to do arms. Because that is gonna be kind of important. Do this. Quick. Arms. I think it necessarily matters in this case which arm is actually on the upper. Which arm is the lower? I don't think. I think I want to make the upper arm upper though. Okay.
I'm back. I'm back.
I really forget how I did my sleeves on my own model.
You can look at your model. You're literally using it right now. Or you can look at your file for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And thank you for welcoming back.
I feel like for whatever reason, You kept telling me not to, like, extend the line too far behind. I don't know why, though.
I think because of... there was a reason why. I do remember. I think it was specifically for a hand tracking reason, though.
Okay. So then in that case, don't bother with it?
I think, but I don't remember. I don't remember.
I don't see why there would be any reason to avoid it.
I don't know. If I end up figuring out a problem later on, then I can have you fix it.
Mm-hmm.
This song is not on video game playlist, and it's not from a video game, but it's a fun song, so I'm adding it. Sue me. It fits. Feel I've heard somewhere before. Not the song that's playing on stream. I'm listening to a different playlist.
This song's from Overcooked.
The song is... Yes. Sorry, that was confusing. Me and Mal don't share a headset, and we don't have a splitter. I should probably get one, to be honest.
It would be helpful.
I also just don't have headphones. I didn't have a chair for the longest time. I don't know why. I don't know how we've continued to live like this for so long. I think we should get a audio splitter, and I should get headphones. Maybe I'll ask for that for my birthday.
Oh yeah. If you're ever curious about what a song is from, we've got a command.
And it'll put it in the mid. Okay, well that says we cupicate.
Yeah, that's because the song changed.
Oh, I was like, that's not Overcooked. I think I am going to change that though, so that it's just constantly on stream.
Yeah, that's fine. Fine by me.
I've had plans. Oh wait, when is Chapter 3 Adultery comes out in June, right?
Yes, I think so.
Ah, I want to play it so bad. Or it's not Chapter 3, it's Chapter, what, 4 and 5? Or, no, it's Chapter 3 and... What chapters are there? Aren't there 3 chapters already? No.
No, there's only 2.
There's 2 chapters.
3 and 4 are coming.
Okay. I'm so excited. I love Deltarune.
Gosh.
You're not gonna do the little fur tuft? Or is that gonna be layered?
Yeah, they're gonna be on layers.
I see. Ignore me. I'm excited for the little potion bottles.
Yeah. The potion bottles and everything.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
What'd you do? Did you
Got my
mess
nails.
up your nail polish?
Yeah, I did. I do that sometimes. They're kind of Halloween-y. Halloween-y. You don't have to laugh like that.
Okay, how the frick? I don't remember how I do this. Doesn't really matter because you can use glue if you need to, right?
I hate glue.
Well, okay. Well, how do you want me to do this then?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you want me to do the lines?
The way you normally do?
I don't remember how I normally do it.
Look at your model.
Because, okay, the way I did it in my model is I had, like, a big glob, but that was so that we could have the hand tracking.
You have the arms normal as well.
Hmm?
You have normal arms as well. The glob thingy is only for hand tracking.
No, I have it as glob for the arms too.
No, you don't.
I will prove it to you.
It looks like you got arms now.
Well, no, but I've got glob.
Oh! Okay, wait, I see what you're saying. Well, the line art will be merged with the color and stuff when you actually give it to me. You know?
Well, yeah, but I'm like, the line art would, between the top and the bottom.
Oh yeah, do that.
Do that?
Yeah, because you're
Okay.
gonna have like this line art's not gonna go all the way, but you're going to this one's on top, right?
I think the way I did it
It was the opposite. This one on
Okay.
top.
No,
So
no,
this
no,
one
no,
should
no.
be what?
I'm thinking, right?
Okay.
With my model, I had the line art on the bottom for both of them, and then I had the color on the top for both. Okay, here, wait, let me. This is easier to explain with it. If I go all the way down to where my arms are, okay. So, oh yes. So I had the arm color
Yes, I see that.
all on like a layer up here,
In the line art underneath.
and then the line.
If you want, you can do it like that again.
Do it like that.
If you want. But that's up to you. I will say that uses more space on the texture atlas if you're trying to be more space efficient. You probably just want to have the line art and the color merged.
Yeah.
It's not, there's
But
not,
it'll probably look better when you try to move it, you know?
not really.
Really?
I mean, I think you're like underestimating my ability to make things line up.
I guess so.
Like-
I just want to make things easier for you.
It's easier if you just like do the line connection for one of them.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm thinking like this one is gonna like rotate more, so I want this one to be complete. Okay?
Okay, and that one's underneath the upper arm.
Mhm.
Okay, that works.
Just need to figure out how to freaking draw. I need it to like number one be round enough, and number two for the most part, except I can't.
What?
I just don't like the shape of it. I need it to be round enough, and I need it to be. I hate having to draw really long lines that are supposed to be continuous.
Well, with vector lines, you can do the redraw line thing.
It's a little
You all
harder.
should know how Mal like erases. They don't choose the eraser tool.
Yeah, cause if I just like if I choose the like so underneath my color swatches, there's like a little bar which has like
Transparency.
checkers. Yeah, and so I basically when I'm trying to erase, I erase with that because that way it doesn't do any of the weird like vector snapping.
So they choose a brush that is transparent. The pigment is transparent, so it's just an eraser.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all the
It's
eraser
a very
really does.
it's a very cool little hack.
Where did you learn it?
I just figured it out as I drew more in
Crazy.
this program.
Crazy. I never would think of something like
I don't want this to be like I want
Quite
this to be way
bulbous.
back there.
that.
You know? I'm trying to think.
Like brushing the hair back.
That's probably better.
Are you hungry?
No, not really.
I'm not hungry yet, but I'm going to be hungry soon, I can tell. Like the monster inside me is like, it's time to eat. When I was younger, I used to think that like there was an actual like tiger, like a really small tiger inside of my stomach, and that's why my stomach growled. And that whenever it was like hungry, it would like claw up my stomach, and that's why like your stomach would hurt when you're hungry. And it would be like climbing my stomach to try and get to my heart because that was the only food that it would have. So if like you don't eat, starvation just means that the lion inside of you, or the tiger inside of you, will eat your heart. And that's what starvation was in my mind, right? You may be wondering though, well, if the tiger can get hungry, how does the tiger's stomach work? I thought there was an even smaller tiger inside of the tiger's stomach. And so on and so forth. Now, I never noticed the flaw in my plan was, well, what if the smaller tiger gets the heart of the tiger before the tiger gets my heart? Would that mean I'd just, like, live forever? And that's never something I considered. You know? But I genuinely believe that for, like, longer than I'd like to admit. And when I eventually told my parents that's what I, like, thought,
They were like, how did you come up with
they
this?
laughed at me. What did you think? How did you explain hunger in your childlike brain?
I didn't need an explanation.
You just were like, I'm hungry, give me food?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair.
And when you told me your thing, I was like, oh yeah, that
that
sounds
makes
cool.
sense, that's logical.
But I didn't like genuinely believe it because I'm like, well, that's not like that's very fantastical. But it's like a fun analogy.
No, I full on believed it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's like, you know, I don't think I came up with it on my own. I think someone said that your stomach growls like a tiger, and I took that to mean there's a tiger inside there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like foolish enough to believe it was like a full-size tiger. I thought it was like a really small one.
Of course.
I was a special child. Thanks, Dad.
Do these things.
How are you doing, Dad? So are you saying that you never believed anything whimsical like that when you were a child?
That's just sad, you know? To not
Okay,
have any whimsy.
you just said that you didn't believe in anything.
I
Wait,
guess so.
I've never asked Dad this question. And other people can answer it too if they want. But how long did you believe in Santa, Dad? 'Cause I actually don't know. Watch, he's gonna be like, what do you mean? Because he refuses to answer questions. I'm legit curious. Believe in what?
Santa, right?
No, I think he's pulling my leg. He's like, what do you mean, Sid?
Santa.
What are you saying? See? He's doing a thing. Dad, it's about time you know that Mom actually puts the presents under the tree. Been her all along. And before it was her, it was Grandma. Okay?
It's just the spirit of Santa Claus possessing the parents.
You lie. Why would you say something like that? I told you would just do this. But I'm genuinely curious. Because you know how this conversation, I believed in Santa way longer than Mal believed in Santa. And I don't know if you know that.
I mean, like, I always kind of figured, you know, that he wasn't real.
Wow.
Because he's magic.
That's why you were never excited for Christmas. When we were younger, Mal like, at the old age of 5. It would be Christmas. I'd be bouncing up and down, be like, oh my god, it's Christmas! Shaking Mal awake, and Mal's like, 5 more minutes. Never once were they excited for Christmas. It was insane. I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it.
I was just a baby. I didn't wanna.
I was just a baby. You were acting like an old man. Like. And obviously the Tooth Fairy's real. So don't worry. But she's kind of like, she kind of like runs a factory and like she doesn't.
Oh yeah, you got this whole thing.
She doesn't like pay the other fairies like great. She's not really someone you should be looking up to, is the thing.
See, here's what I thought that the Tooth Fairy did with teeth. Like this was my personal mythology.
Wait, can I
okay.
also wait? I also have something, but I'll say after you.
Okay.
What I thought the Tooth Fairy did with the teeth.
My personal mythology for the Tooth Fairy, because I didn't actually believe in the Tooth Fairy. Okay.
Foolish.
Right. But my personal mythology was that the Tooth Fairy needs all the teeth to build a castle made out of teeth.
Ew. Well, okay, you're not gonna like my reasoning. My reasoning was that she puts the teeth in a teeth grinder and grinds the teeth into dust. And that dust is what makes her fly. So that's how she made pixie dust. So it was like kind of combining like stuff I knew from like Tinkerbell and stuff, like the pixie hollow tree and like how they need pixie dust to fly, with like morbid.
Did you take the Tinkerbell lore as like legit fairy lore?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is legit the fairy lore. What do you mean? It is. We know listen, the reason we know the fairy lore we know is because Tinkerbell told a like human girl all the fairy stuff.
Is that the case? Is that
Yes,
now?
it's in the movie.
Is that I don't remember the Tinkerbell movies. I only remember like a few details of like some of them. Okay. Ugh.
Ugh. Very cool. It just looks very like glowy. Very like lit from within.
Think.
Oh, very cool.
I might want to change the color of it. I don't know though. I want to see what it
Do you have a
looks
front
like
and a
at
back of
arms.
the shirt?
What? No.
Make sure you do.
Why?
If I make the body turn to a certain amount, the arm needs to be sandwiched between the back layer and the front layer of the shirt.
Yeah. Okay. Before I do that then. I want me to do it for this stuff.
I don't know.
Got it? Okay, I'll make him. I'll do it.
You probably want the folds to be separated separately. You know?
Why?
So that. What do you mean? To do the front and the back torso?
What do you. The folds are separate.
Oh, then why did you
These
say,
are-
how do you want to do.
Yeah, well, how do you want me to do it for the folds? Because, like, the folds are right
They're
now
gonna go all
layered
around.
above.
Right. I think
They're
the
layered
folds,
above the arms, you know?
They can stay. Later. I think like I think it'll be fine. I think you might just duplicate the folds. Also, no, actually, don't bother with it because I'll probably end up fixing it. I got it.
You could probably just duplicate it yourself.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I can duplicate it and move it behind the arms if I need.
Don't know, like, I don't necessarily want to do the shading on the shirt. Sold on any particular method yet. It's music.
Sounds like you're meowing to it. Like, you know those
Thingy?
those videos of like those kids crying at like the cat like meow 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 meow. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Don't make fun of me. I'm singing the Child of Light theme song.
Somehow I think that proves my point even more.
How?
That's like what would happen.
What are you talking about?
It's sad, isn't it? Child of
Well, I
Light.
mean, yeah, I guess so. The music is quite emotional.
Is that going under the sleeve enough?
Yeah, this is
The color of the fur is going under the sleeve enough?
the fur on the sleeve and the sleeve are the same layer.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
I figured it would just be easier.
That is easier. Yes.
And since it's like so flush with the rest of it anyway, it doesn't
Mhm.
matter. It doesn't need to be like physics.
True. It's pretty tight. It's not like loose.
This, like this. Oh, I could like this.
You know, something I daydream about pretty often, and I've been daydreaming about it like a lot more often.
What?
Having my own house. It's probably not gonna ever happen with this state of things.
In this economy? Yeah.
But
It's kind of sad.
I don't know. There's like lots of things like, well, because like there's other things that go like with like that fantasy, right? There's also the fantasy of like, I'll be a gardener and like have like this really pretty garden and like stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
But also like recently something else that's like migrated into like this dream is like, oh man, I'll raise bees. I'm terrified of bugs. I'll raise bees and I'll have my own chicken coop and I'll have fresh honey and eggs every day. Right?
Oh my God. You just want that cottagecore lifestyle.
I think everyone kind of does.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds so calming.
It
It's like-
does.
But it's like,
Well,
I would have to be so like
Well-
dedicated to doing all these chores.
Well,
you
here's
know?
the thing. I think the reason like a lot of people like thinking about it and like thinking that like they could do it or like is because it's like a self-sufficiency kind of thing. I really like the idea of being self-sufficient. Like not having to rely on like anyone or anything, you know? Right?
Grow your own food,
Yeah.
get your own water, all that stuff.
I think cottagecore lifestyle is like I think that it derives from like this idea of like being able to be self-sufficient,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I think there is some like, you know, enjoyment and fantasy in that. Right?
I just renamed a layer and it was the same layer that was already named instead of the layer I wanted to name. It's fine, I got it. Like,
It does look really long. I think it's also like going up too much. It should kind of be like brushed down. Like it's going away from the grain. Think of like the grain hair grows in.
yeah.
Yeah. You know when you do that a lot? Where you undo a thing you just drew and like you keep like, you go into a pattern of just undo, 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 undo? When does a line speak to you again and become likable?
When it looks good.
Sometimes I like, I'll be like, oh, that looks good, and then you're like, die.
I don't know. You have a very specific idea in your head of what like the line angle and thickness and everything is supposed to look like. So when it doesn't follow that, it's like even if it looks maybe good, it's not good
It's
enough.
not the right way. Yes.
That.
That looks better.
Cool.
I think like it doesn't look like it's like hairy enough. Like, oh, there should be more hair on the other side, but it's covered, isn't it?
Hmm?
The other arm, the other side of the arm. Like, it doesn't make much sense to add another hair there, would it?
Huh? Oh yeah, it's covered, so it doesn't really matter. I also disagree with the fact that there should be another hair there.
Oh, okay, fine then. Disagree with me. All you want.
Simply don't agree. We're gonna get flats in for the entire arm.
Aw.
The paw. And then I might call it a day because this all took way longer, and I think it's because I kept getting distracting.
Yeah, you did. I did distract you a lot today.
It's fine.
Well, I also think it's good because if you did finish it this week, there would be nothing done next week because I'd be on vacation, so I wouldn't be able to rig it. So finish it next week, which I think you could do.
Mm-hmm. Just do the wrist tufts.
Are you going to shade it, or are you just gonna color it and then call it a day and get to the shading?
I'm just gonna color it in and call it a day.
Okay.
I don't think I have time to shade it, or like, you know.
Mental capacity.
I'm trying not to stream for as long
Smart.
when I'm working on the model, because I think the model stuff can be very, like...
The longer you work on it,
mentally-
it can, like, you don't name your layers correctly, and then, like, you know, you end up making mistakes. I get what you mean.
So
hear
I can
you.
work for long periods of time on, say, like, an illustration, or something like that.
Because layer order doesn't matter as much.
Yeah. But this matters a little too much. I can't. Not for this.
Little outside the lines.
It's fine. It's fine. it.
Do. I am excited for this though.
Yeah, it's coming together.
It hasn't
pretty
actually been that
quickly.
long since I've rigged a model. I think it's been a year exactly. Yet it feels like it's been forever. It's been a year exactly, right?
I don't know.
Or has it been 2
actually.
years exactly?
Not
Because the last
sure.
time I rigged was, I feel like last summer, wasn't it? When did we debut with these models?
When were you in your sculpture class?
That's when I did your model, not mine.
I guess so. Yeah.
Because I think I did mine last
it
summer.
genuinely wasn't that long ago. Yeah.
Yeah. It just feels longer than it actually was for some reason. Probably because I copied a lot of stuff over from
Weird.
your model to mine. So it didn't take me too long to rig my model.
Yes.
Very cute. Oh! Have you heard the new Minecraft disc?
The one that like drops from the gas.
Yeah.
I've not. I think I have, but I don't really remember much about how
It sounds like a song with like gas screams, sort of.
Mhm.
But like, not bad. Because
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like-
if you think of that, that sounds way worse than
It's like a similar vibe to the pig step disc, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that they're adding more music discs to Minecraft because I think the music discs actually are really cool. Also, like, a lot of SMPs end up revolving around a music disc somehow, so they better be like decent. Like, you know what I mean?
Thinking about how Empire's Jimmy had like a little arc where his entire thing revolved around like one of the worst discs in the game.
Which was it?
It was the yellow and white one.
Oh, the one that has like the weird record scratch at the beginning?
No. It's the one that just sounds
Oh, like Bing Bong.
There's like just no. It's the creepy sounding one basically.
Why? I don't think I watched.
He called it the greatest song in the world, and it was kind of mostly ironic. But then Sausage stole the disc,
And then it was personal.
and then it was personal,
And then it was
that
on
more.
principle.
And then even after Sausage returned the disc, they were never friends after that.
And he crossed a line too far.
There's that, kind of, right? That's what we want. Yes, very good, very
Yes.
good.
Are you gonna do the pause or
I'm
no?
gonna do the pause.
Okay. Each individual finger.
Yep.
So,
we can,
you do probably the main
yeah,
in
the
the
main thing and the
boom, boom.
fingers. Yep. Luckily, the fingers don't have to be in 3 different joints.
No, I'm no hand tracking. I'll
Uh,
just bend a little.
just bend a little bit. Yeah. I'll just.
Do you not have claws?
As far as I saw, in any of the references.
Look like it. No,
Nope.
just
Nope.
declawed.
Let's just go. I'll do palm and fingers because
It's a hand.
it's a hand. Yeah. Let's put the.
Put everything in a folder.
Probably do. That should be that. Okay, cool. So that way I can do that. Boom. Cool, cool.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom. There's something about putting emphasis on like an action with a sound. Like a bloop and a doodle.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it feel all the more powerful. I feel like there's actually probably a term for that. Right?
Maybe.
Putting a nonsense like sound to a nonsense, you're making silly faces.
I don't want to. This is slander.
Not slander, I saw.
What were you saying? Some kind of.
I bet there's a term for it. I'm gonna look it up. Putting a nonsense sound to a mundane action to make it feel better. What is the term for putting a sound to an action?
Sound effect.
Onomatopoeia. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for.
I mean, like, I guess
I guess that's
making
kind
your
of.
own sound effects is basically what it is.
Yeah, it's a word that phonetically imitates, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's not phonetically imitating.
Yeah, like onomatopoeia is like the word ba. Percussive emphasis.
Maybe? Percussive emphasis. Definition? Rhythmic pattern in music. No. It's like... Not in music, though. It's just like... I can't... Here, I'm gonna frame it like a Reddit question. I can't stop making silly sounds when drawing. Help.
Not gonna lie.
I'm just putting words together that might fit. Fair. It's bad to have background.
I mean, it was an
noise.
actual thing, so honestly.
Okay, that didn't come up with anything. Everything is just saying, oh, there's background noises. Is that okay when I'm drawing? Hold on. No, I make silly sounds.
Dude, I know so many people that do this.
I make silly sounds when I draw. What is it called? Sound effects. Onomatopoeia. No! I don't think there's a word for this. Wait, some people find that making sounds helps them concentrate and stay engaged in the creative process, potentially by channeling nervous energy and providing a rhythmic element to the task. So, that is a thing. Oh, some people say that it could be tied to synesthesia, right?
Well...
One sense triggers another, so like, making sound to create something that is visual.
I mean, I
But
guess.
there's not a word for the term. I feel like we should make a term. I think we should like invent a word and then trademark it. Like, what would that word be called?
Oh god. The act of making sound effects when drawing.
Or like, yeah, just like putting I like the way the definition I had, which was like making mundane making what did I say? Something to a mundane task.
Adding sound effects to a mundane task? I don't know.
Making like unique noises to an otherwise mundane task to make it more bearable. I guess. Right?
Right.
This... What would that be called? We need a term. Well, what's the term for someone who does sound effects? It's a sound effect artist, isn't it? That also doesn't sound like a very cool name. Name for someone who makes sounds. Name for someone who makes sounds. Sound designer.
Well,
Foley artist? Is that what it's called? Foley? Foley artist. So maybe something off of that. Fall enthusiast.
does not sound right. I just.
I'm gonna look up if this word
It
exists.
doesn't quite work, you know, to me.
Fall enthusiast. Definitely not a word. Oh wait, okay. Let's see what the AI overview says. A fall through what appears to be a misspelling. Thanks. It's possible the user intended one of the following: flutist, flautist, filetto, factitious, a completely different word.
Okay. There's a lot going on here.
Are you done for now?
I think if I want to change the color of this shirt a little bit.
Like a slightly less dark color?
Yeah, basically. Because it might help me, like, shade it easier and also, like...
Would it make sense to make it match the mask?
I mean, yes, but I don't want it to match the mask. Because, like, the rest of the outfit is, like, blue. So I want it to be kind of blue tinted.
It might look good if it matches the mask, though. Even if it's blue, like a worm in a blue. It might look good.
I like my colors to be very unified.
Okay. You can try a different color.
Let's see. To be warmer. Slightly warmer. This.
That like barely changed it.
Yeah, well, small changes make a big difference.
Oh, they do. Look at that. Completely different color.
You act like I don't know my colors.
You know your colors. I know you know your colors.
I know my colors so good. The arms is gonna be a little bit more of an issue.
Oh right.
I did them in one layer, like a dummy, but it's I'm a smarty pants. Shush.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead. Oops. Right. Okay. Let's put this here.
Alpha lock.
Alpha lock, and we're gonna go like this. I think I like that better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's good for today.
The progress was admittedly quite slow. Let me just
That's okay though. There's A-okay.
yeah.
So tomorrow is really good progress. It does look very good. I'm very, very, very excited.
Honestly, there's a lot going on, I think. Looking good and fluffy though, good work. Okay. What do we think?
I think it's good.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think about like next steps in the future. Hello.
Hello, Vegas Pumbo. Alright. So, should we look for someone to raid then?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna screenshot it though, just to
You're gonna
have,
send it
so that I
first?
can like be like, okay, here's progress update. Not much happened, but
You have a neck now.
you have a neck and the
And a body is
beginnings of a
starting.
body.
Yes, the beginning of a body.
Boo-boo-boo-doo.
That's good. that over. Do.
Okay.
Send that over.
Okay.
Do. Screenshots. Oh god. There. It's right. Left. Down. There you go. Right there. Progress.
Okay. Day 2 progress.
Alright. Let's find someone to raid then. Shall we?
Alright. Let us.
Let me look for people.
Oops.
Give me a moment.
Let us. Let's see. We raided Raya last time.
Oh, do you want someone new? Have you raided this person before?
No.
Do you want to?
At the moment.
Have you raided this person before?
No. I don't wanna raid someone new.
Okay. You've raided this person?
No.
Yes, you have. That's Pigeon Child.
What? Oh.
Just a new model.
I see. Okay, we can raid Pigeon Child, I suppose. Oh hey, they're also doing model stuff. What a coincidence. Okay.
Slash raid.
Yes. Slash raid. Whoosh.
Alright. Thank you everyone for hanging out with us and chilling with us and talking with us. Tomorrow would usually be art, but we're actually going to be playing Celeste because it's the day before Mal's birthday. We're not going to stream on Saturday, and you really wanted to do Celeste. So
I did want to do
tomorrow is Celeste.
It's also my birthday eve.
It's also the last stream of the week.
I deserve it.
Yes, it's also the last stream of the week. So we'll see you all on Friday. Show Pigeon Child some love. Bye-bye.
Bye.